Actually, I've been with Sante for almost 11 years already. And it's you can consider it a long-term relationship or a marriage. The product is in line with the lifestyle of the owner and the company. And that's my lifestyle as well. I believe in prevention. I believe in maintaining my health and making my immune system as strong as I can. And Sante Barley is a perfect supplement to having a strong immune system. I have an emotional attachment to the brand and to the company. I was with them when the company was starting out. And now that the company has grown so much and has become so successful, to still be part of the company at this point, ang attachment emotional eh. So I've become friends with the owners. I've become friends with a lot of the people involved in the company, running the company with Sante Barley. This is Kuya Kim. Let's live more and do more with Sante.
It's a new day to challenge yourself. Take courage and be of service to others. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Take confidence and give more than what's expected. And to take on these challenges, I take Daily C. It's a non-acidic vitamin C, so you can take it every day, giving you extra immunity and protection as you take your daily challenges. So don't take my word for it. Take on every day with Daily C.
Are you the one who wants to make the right choice? Afraid of making mistakes? Are you the one who made a false move? That confused one who chose the wrong career? Or the one who took the wrong path? Are you the one who always worries? The one who wants a healthy mind and body? Or the one who wants to transform his life? Our choices, whether good or bad, make us human. Once we see and move past our mistakes, we will realize that we can still choose better. We just need to ask the right questions, do it for the right reasons, have the right motivation, towards the right destination. We did not slow down. We are still on track, advancing towards where we're meant to be, making the life we want for ourselves and for our future. Transform your life with the right strategy, the right plan, and the right system. Introducing Sante. Create more moments. Make more memories. Forge your own legacy. A legacy of creating more of the life you want. Let Sante show you how you can plan the life you want. Create the life you want.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sante Engage! Happy New Year! Wow, Happy New Year pa pala. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tribus 1 in 2021, the Sante Engage Kickoff Training Part 2! Welcome everybody. We now have 263 people inside our Zoom link for tonight. Okay, good evening also sa lahat ng mga nakikinig sa ating Sante Engage Facebook page. We are also live at YouTube. We are also live here at Zoom. Okay, so we're here at Zoom, we're at Facebook, and we are at YouTube. So bati muna ako, Ma'am Bing, syempre sa ating mga Sante Global Elites. Welcome to the meeting, ma'ams and sirs. To our Sante Elite Global and PH, good evening. Sa lahat ng ating mga Santé Business owners tonight, welcome everybody. Okay, also joining us in the meeting tonight is our very own Director for Philippine Operations, Sir Paul Kaluwag.
Hi everybody. Hello, good evening po.
Hi Sir Paul. And of course, joining me to co-host is of course the lovely, the sexy, the pretty, the talented. Good evening, Mas Bing Kalinawan.
Hi Ian, good evening, great day everyone, Philippines and international, around the globe, okay? So for tonight, it's a very, very special night because this is another learning for us. Ian, so this is the part 2, no? So last Thursday, we have the part 1. We invited also special speakers and elite, no, elite of the Philippines in Sante. And they shared a lot to us. Ang ganda ng mga sharings at daming natutunan ng ating mga Sante partners. And for tonight, for sure, another learning time for us. Welcome sa inyong lahat.
Yes, Ma'am Bing, totoo yan, no? Excited na excited ang buong Sante community para sa ating part 2. Okay, parang part 3 na rin to, Ma'am Bing, because on the first Thursday of January, we had the Sante Engage Kick-Off Sizzle, of course, featuring our Sante Elite PH members. And then last week, we had the part 1 of the Kick-Off training. And today, no, parang 3-part mini-series ng ating Kick-Off for January. So again, let us all welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Tribus 1 in 2021, the Sante Engage Kick-Off Training Part 2. Okay, exciting night, Ma'am Bing. Siguro hindi na natin papatagalin. Si Ma'am Bing kasi is assigned to introduce every speaker. And diyan ka mga galing, Ma'am Bing, yung mga credentials nila talagang...
Pinabasa. I just got it. Nag-research ng konti.
Yes.
No, so, pero syempre, privilege tayo. And I'm very grateful to introduce our speakers for tonight. Okay? So, let us start with our first speaker. Sabi ko nga, babasahin ko lang siya, no? He joins the company as a managing director for international operations. He has over 35 years of work experience managing country operations and sales. He has worked in international companies such as Shell, Nikon, Herbalife, and Avon. He is a graduate of BS Administration from Ateneo de Manila. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Enrico Garcia. Hi, sir.
Hi, thank you. Thank you very much, Bing. Good evening, Ian. Good evening to everybody. It is a pleasure indeed to be sharing with you some nice thoughts and as we get 2021 underway. So without any further ado, I'm going to ask Ian to help me navigate the slides so we can get underway because there are fantastic speakers who will share a lot of nuggets of wisdom with you.
Yes, surely. Do we see the slides now, sir?
Yes, we do. And audio check is good.
Yeah, and the visual check is good. Good looking speaker for tonight.
Thank you.
Speaker number 1, here we go.
Okay, thank you. So, Ian, if you could just flash the credentials, which, just very quickly, I think Bing has basically gone over some of the key highlights here. And it's really just, I'm putting these credentials there because I really understand what it's like to be also on the field. See, what's not on the screen is that there were moments in my career where I was on the field, like you. Okay, so I was also a rep in this wonderful industry of ours. So I've had the fortune of being able to be on the field and at the same time on the corporate end. So I do understand also what business owners, franchisees, our esteemed leaders here go through in building a team, mentoring a team, and of course leading a team. And there's great work that you guys do, and the way you change the lives of people, not just in your teams, but obviously the people that they reach out to, especially those that they care very much about. So really just sharing that with you within that context. And I also served on the Direct Selling Association of the Philippines board from 2006 to 2008, and that's where we help formulate guidelines for companies as to how should these companies, and that's foreign and local companies, direct selling companies, how should they behave and operate in a manner that is very professional, very business-like in its conduct, because as you know, our industry has its own share of probably negative perceptions from those that don't understand it. So we did our part, and I was again very lucky to have been part of helping formulate the 8-step test. If you go to DSAP, you will see that there is an 8-step test to help people who are considering entering direct selling MLM by applying that 8-step test. Okay, so I think we want to get underway. Enough of this. That's past. What's important is what lies before us right now. It's a very exciting future, and one that I've been asked to talk about is I'm going to show you in the next slides and giving some background as to where we are. Yeah. So what does this? Probably are wondering, what does this slide have to do with what I'll be talking about, which is what is the Sante business owner? How do we how do we characterize, define the Sante business owner that is world class? I want to start with what is happening to our world, and the reason for that is so that we see how that world class business owner can and should behave, especially the Sante way. Okay. Now, as you can see there, we have had we are wealthier, if and we are more educated and even healthier because of science, technology, and much has been created. A lot of wealth, a lot of progress in health, in medicine. But interestingly, there's also been the paradox, meaning there also has been the not too good side of it. And as you can see on the screen, that scale, which is tipped, is actually the inequality. The globalization brought a lot of wealth, but along with it came a lot of inequality. And you can see, look at that picture. You have the central business district, and then right beside it, glaring, contrast of people that have money, the few that have gotten richer, and the majority, which sadly have also not prospered as much, or in fact much worse, kind of slid back. And then there's the picture. I don't know if you're aware of this, about the food production. I was really surprised when I found out that 1/3 of all the food produced in the world is wasted. Yet 1 in 10 people are dying of hunger. You can see the slide there. And again, so it's ironic that we are very progressive, pero marami rin downside pala. At saka ngayon, di ba? Nagkakagulo yung sa racism. I think we don't need to, you see that on the news everywhere. Hindi lang sa Amerika, di ba? And then of course, yung climate. Di ba? Nakikita nyo. Di ba? Yung, lalo na may drought tayo. Pag umulan naman, puro baha naman. Stronger typhoons. So our world has really gotten, has changed significantly. Part of it is, a big part of it is man-made. Yun yung medyo nakakalungkot. Diba? So with that as a backdrop, I just wanted us to look again at that context because that is exactly the world that we are in right now. Okay, next slide, please, Ian. We need a better economic paradigm because this, according to Forbes, can you imagine there are 2,095 billionaires worldwide, and yung total net worth or their total, let's say money that they have is 8 trillion. Interestingly, only 26 people actually, control the rest of the world, more than half. So we're about 7 billion people on the planet. Yet, look at the inequality. Yung mayaman, lalong yung mayaman brought about by globalization. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that you can see that somehow there must be a better way. So, next slide, please. There's a lot of development happening right now. That's just a map to show you where the billionaires are. Of course, the U.S. leads it, but you have China at 388, and you can see the that map. Europeans, even the Philippines is there. And again, just these few people. So somehow our economic paradigm must shift kung gusto natin matulungan yung masses, di ba? Na we're 7 billion people on the planet. So, next slide. Click, please. Yeah. So, there is a new movement actually, not just, private organizations, individuals, but even countries that are starting to do things differently. Let me cite you the example of New Zealand. Ang New Zealand, meron silang tinatawag na well-being budget. So New Zealand, in fact Scotland and even Iceland, ang ginagawa nila ngayon is dapat nasa center ng economy is yung well-being citizenry nila. Hindi na lang GDP or GNP or gross national product. Ang nilalagay nila sa gitna, kailangan yung well-being ng ating mga mamamayan. Saka natin gawin lahat ng ating patakaran, lahat ng polisiya natin para matugunan yung well-being ng ating mga mamamayan in those countries. Now, ba't ko binabagit ito? Why am I talking about all this? Kasi ito yung mundo natin na nagbabago. Ito na ngayon yan. Diba? Nagbago na siya. So, iba na yung landscape. So, dapat pati tayo, ganun rin ang ating gagawin para sumabay tayo sa direksyon na that the world is taking. Right? So, anong relation nito o relationship dun sa world-class business owner? Pakita natin, partner Ian, kung ano ba yung tinatawag natin world-class business owner. So, knowing all of that, yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, ito yung nakikita na dapat mangyari sa ating mga business owner para maging world-class tayo. Na importante na we deliver value. And magbibigay ako ng mga example mamaya, di ba? As business owners and franchisees, we need to focus on the operative word dito. And the operative word is value. Ano yung value na dinadala natin sa ating mga customers, sa ating mga teams? I think you remember, di ba, in the 80s and 90s, yung direct selling or MLM, ang advantage talaga ng mga distributor was one, sila lang yung may access sa information about a product or a service, at saka yung produkto, doon mo lang makukuha sa kanila. And that was, in the 80s and even in the 90s. Pero alam natin ngayon na access to information and access to products and services, kahit sino meron ng access, di ba? In this day and age, napakadaling magkaroon ng access. So the question that we should ask ourselves and includes also the company is, ano ba yung role ngayon ng business owner? ano ba yung value that we deliver? And siguro nga, hindi na lang just prosperity. Of course, importante yun. Hindi na lang just wellness. But there's an opportunity na mag-deliver tayo on the total well-being ng tao. Right? So mamaya, meron tayong mga details niyan. Number 2, lalo na sa day and age natin na hindi tayo nagkikita, mas challenging syempre na to build and nurture relationship. However, hindi naman imposible. Pero ang importante dito, yung ating relationship na binibuild at nurture, inaalagaan, di ba? Kahit yung pagkakaibigan natin, even our marital relationship, hindi pwedeng hindi natin alagaan o in-nurture, di ba? Ang pinaka-importante dito is that yung ating relationships that we're trying to build with our customers, with our team, with our leaders, is always on authenticity. Ang ibig sabihin nun, yung tunay, genuine, yung ating relationships, di ba? And mamaya, bibigyang linaw ko pa yan, di ba? Kung ano yung ibig natin sabihin. Pangatlo is, yung success, hindi na lang economic, di ba? Of course, importante yung pera. There's no question. Kailangan yun. Pero yung ating success, mas pangkalahatan na ngayon. Hindi na lang yung economic prosperity or how much money you have. Pero kailangan sustainable din. Kasi nanganganib tayong lahat. Lalo na yung climate change. Napakatindi ng nagawa natin. Tayong lahat, mga tao. At kailangan mag-isip tayo beyond just prosperity. Kailangan yung ating actions at lahat ng gagawin natin sustainable din. Hindi lang sa negosyo, pati sa ating planeta. Responsable at kailangan ma-address natin yung equitable. Ibig sabihin, mabawas-bawasan natin yung inequality na yung sobrang laki nung gap o diferensya magmula dun sa meron at dun sa wala. The haves and the have-nots, di ba? So yun yung importanteng isaulo natin, isapuso natin that the business owner of the future and for Sante Global is that success goes beyond just the numbers, not just your economic or your bank account size or your money, right? And then the fourth is we need to be seen as a force for good in the community. So tayong mga leaders, lalo na yung mga leaders natin, kailangan makita tayo na sa conduct ng business natin, tayo nakakatulong sa pag-unlad ng komunidad. Again, pera importante, syempre. Pero beyond that, kailangan makita tayo na tumutulong talaga tayo sa community building. Nandyan yung ating Sante Cares. Maaari tayong tumulong sa pamamagitan ng education, di ba? Yung personal development, yung pagbibigay ng mga training para gumaling ang mga tao kung paano sila mag-isip para mas maunlad at saka mas maganda ang kanilang maging buhay at kontribusyon dun sa komunidad nila. Okay, Partner Ian, next slide. So, okay, napakaganda niya pero paano ko i-relate yan? Diba? Kung ako'y isang business owner, bago or mataas na leader sa kumpanya, or di kaya unang beses pala nakikita to. Gumawa lang ako ng simple lang para ma-relate natin. Diba? Ano ba yung pagkilos o pagsalita natin na dapat para masabi natin world-class Sante business owner? Dapat, syempre, nakikita nyo, respectful. Yung empathy po, hindi po sympathy, hindi po yun yung naaawa. Yung empathy dito is nauunawaan po natin yung kinalalagyan ng ating customer o ng bago nating business owner. Na nauunawaan natin na parang we can be in their shoes. Yun yung sinasabi nating patotoo na relationship. At kailangan mag-connect tayo. Kaya yung empathy importante dahil people don't care how much you know. The only thing they care about is how much you care about them. So yung connect, di ba? Kailangan gets mo yung kanilang sitwasyon o kinalalagyan sa kanilang buhay. Right? Doon sa kanilang buhay right now. Yun yung importante, connection. So, yung kabaliktaran nun, huwag tayong arrogante or mayabang, di ba? Lalo na siguro pag gumanda na yung ating sa buhay natin, di ba? Kung minsan kailangan paalahanin natin sarili natin na wag naman, di ba, na mayabang. Ang gusto natin is respectful tayo at humble. At saka yung abrasive, di ba? Ano ba yung sabihin ng abrasive? Yung malakas ang dating, di ba? O ang hirap, mabigat dalhin, di ba? So
Magaspang, sir.
magaspang.
Abrasive,
Oo.
magaspang, di ba?
Oo, iwasan natin 'yun, 'di ba? Iwasan natin 'yun, 'di ba? Ang tama 'yun eh. 'Yun yung literal translation na magaspang, pero ang contextual nun parang ang bigat dalhin, 'di ba? Tapos imposing, imbis na nagko-connect tayo, ginagawa natin, ipinipilit natin yung gusto natin sa kanila, 'di ba? So, syempre anong gagawin ng tao? Imbis na maglatag ng tulay, maglalagay yan ng pader. Tama ba? Kasi tayo kung minsan tayo rin nakakatanggap ng ganitong klaseng behavior dun sa iba. Hindi tayo naglalatag ng tulay, naglalagay tayo ng pader. Tama po ba? Okay. Pangalawa, sabi na nga natin, di ba, nagbi-build ng relationship yung world-class business owner. Ibig sabihin nun, talagang inaalam natin yung customer natin. Kahit na sabihin natin hindi pa siya ready. Di ba? Nagbi-build ka ng relationship. Hindi yung transaction. Transaction yung basta importante makuha mo, siguro meron kang goal or no. Yun ang gusto natin iwasan. Hindi world class yun. Yung talagang world class, the Sante way is we build relationships, di ba? At ginagalang natin yung tao at yung relasyon natin sa kanila. Right? Pangatlo, kailangan digitally relevant tayo. Lalo na ngayon, di ba? Napabilis na kailangan talaga digitally connected tayo. So, tanggapin natin yun, di ba? Let us embrace, di ba? The importance of technology. Na yung technology makakatulong sa atin. Di ba? Hindi tayo pinapalitan ng teknolohiya. Pero, dapat talaga nakakataranta. Depende sa generation, di ba? Kung hindi ka sanay doon, syempre, medyo magugulat ka. At baka mamaya medyo mag-resist ka to change. Kasi syempre yung change hindi madali. Kailangan matuto, di ba? Ang importante, open. We are open to learning. And we are open to change. Kasi yan yung ating mundo ngayon. Di ba? Napakabilis ng pagbabago. Yun ang world class. Pang-apat, acquisition and retention. Ano bang ibig sabihin nun? Na hindi lang yung pag na-sign up na natin, whether customer lang yan or magiging business owner, aalagaan natin yan. Ito yung nurturing, di ba? So, pagkuha ng customer, pero pag-alaga rin para manatiling customer. Yun yung retention. And syempre para sa negosyo natin, napaka-importante ng retention. Di ba? Sinasabi nga, kasi liligawan mo para lumipat, pero to retain them, is not as expensive yet. Hindi nabibigyan ng attention yun, di ba? So, kailangan pag global world-class Santé Business owner tayo, nakafocus tayo hindi lang pagpasok nila, pero paano natin sila mariretain sa pamamagitan ng pag-ayos ng ating pagkilos, yung pag-ayos ng ating pananalita sa kanya, at yung mentorship and leadership. Di ba? Lalo na sa mga teams natin. So, focus on retention. Acquisition and then retention. Yung hindi world class, sige lang, pasok lang ng pasok, tapos hindi binibigyan ng mentorship or ng guidance or ng leadership na maayos, tapos mawawala. Then uulitin mo na naman yun. Kukuha ka na naman, ulit na naman. So, yan ang gusto natin maging focus. Di ba? That's the Sante way. Di ba? Now, yung isa is, ano ba yung mindset natin? Ano ba yung tingin natin sa negosyo natin? Yung mga serious, and meron tayo dito, mga ang gagaling na leader na, hindi lang sa kanilang ranko, hindi lang sa kanilang kinikita, pero yung kanilang pagbago, yung pagka-transform nila as leaders, di ba? Ang pananaw nila na global yung negosyo. Di ba? Na seryosong negosyo to, marangal na negosyo to. Kaya global ang tingin nila. Oops. Balik lang natin, Mr. Ian, partner Ian. Yeah. Yun ang world class. Kasi yung merkado natin ngayon, hindi na lang sa Manila, hindi na lang sa Pilipinas. Pagkasama sa Sante yung buong mundo ang merkado mo. Diba? Ang tanong, ganun ba yung mindset mo, ang tingin mo sa negosyo mo? Of course, yung hindi world class, parang libangan ko lang to. Sabi nga, di ba sa industriya natin, kung ang mindset mo, libangan lang, part-time lang, di ganun din ang magiging results. Hobby results, di ba? Siyempre, will come from hobby yung effort. Ibig sabihin, parang laro lang. So, wag magtaka, di ba? Napakaganda nitong negosyo na kung didesisyonan mo na gawing negosyo. Yung mindset, importante. And then yung huli, pinaka-importante yung mindset natin is focused on progress. Ibig sabihin, getting better. Hindi perfection. Kasi yung perfection po, that doesn't exist. Ang importante is natututo tayo and we're focused on getting better. Right? So, every chance na meron tayo na mapabuti natin sarili natin, that is the focus. If we can be better than yesterday, then we are doing fine. The focus is on progress. Huwag perfection. Ang problema kasi if you focus on perfection, it drives away the desire to get better. Ay, kung gagawin ko na lang yan pag perfect na. So kung hindi ko magagawa, hindi ko na lang gagawin. Di ba? When all we really need to focus on, can we get better? Yung Hapon, meron silang salita, yung Kaizen, continuous improvement, never ending, focusing on getting better. Di ba? So, yan po yung aking mungkahi, di ba? Or yan yung inaano natin na let's do it the Sante way. Now, we are really world class. Lalo ang mga Pilipino. There is no doubt that we are world class. Kailangan talaga natin lang paniwalaan that we're world class. Isa puso, isa isip, itong ating mga pinapakita dito para tunay na mapalabas natin yung ating world class na Sante business owner. I will end it by saying the Sante business owner, the world-class Sante business owner is not for a chosen few. It is for the few who choose. So with that, I want to say thank you very much. Maraming salamat sa ating mga nanonood at mga nakikinig. And thank you for choosing Sante as your partner. Of course, we thrive as one in 2021. Maraming salamat po, partner Ian and Bing. Salamat po.
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Enrico Garcia. Wow. You know what, Mambing, what really struck me is be a force for good. No, iba yun eh. Parang I was really thinking, you can do business, but you cannot. Sometimes you forget to do business and be a force for good at the same time. No, so that really draws the line. No, yeah, of course, business is business. Pero if you're not a force for good, syempre you're at the other side of that. No, you're doing business, but you're at the bad side of the fence, ika nga.
Yes.
How about your takeaways, Mambing, sa talk ni Sir?
I like the way yung comparison ng world class and not a world class, ano? Kasi, and also yung building relationship, for me, it's really, really very important. Like you and I, Ian, we've been here in the industry for the past 22, 25 years. Pero
Ako 10 lang, ha? Ako 10 lang.
Huwag ka maniwala, Sir Rico. What I'm trying to say is, kahit nandito tayo for so many years already, pag nakikita natin yung ibang mga colleague natin sa the same industry, we still have respect. Why? Because we built relationship already.
Yeah.
Hindi tayo nahihiya, hindi tayo, no? Because we can always talk to them kahit magkakaiba na tayong company. And that's for me is really, really very important. Building relationship.
Totoo,
Diba?
Mambing, no? Sa industry natin, di ba? We have friends around, no? At least, meron kang mukhang maiaharap sa kanila every time, no? Magkikita ulit. Because you have established a good relationship. Thank you very much, Sir Rico Garcia, for reminding all of us on how to be a world-class Sante business owner. Thank you very much. That's our speaker number 1, Sir Enrico Garcia.
Thank you, Sir Rico.
Yeah,
So we
Mambing.
go
Walang
now.
anuman. Salamat.
Thank you. For sure, maraming natutunan ng ating mga business partners and mga hindi, I think meron pa rin mga hindi pa partners, no? They're just listening because they knew na magkakaroon sila ng maraming learnings for tonight. And we go now to our second speaker, no? I'd just like to read some of her credentials. She is a registered nurse and trusted project management consultant, a certified John Maxwell speaker, coach, and trainer who boasts 20 years of experience in sales, operations, network marketing. With special excitement, I'm pleased to welcome Sante's Chief Product Officer, Miss Minette Carag. Hi, Ate Minette.
Hi everyone. Maraming salamat din sa iyong introduction. Talaga mga yun. Anyway, I am tasked to share with you a bit, pero maybe let me share something about myself. I started in this industry in 1995 when I was already 43 years old. So yung mga nagsimula dyan ng mga nasa 20s pa lang kayo, I just want to congratulate you. You've got an exciting ride, exciting journey ahead of you, and I have been so privileged to be part of this industry. Isang industriyang mapagmamalaki. I can be proud of this, and there's nothing to be ashamed of when you say you're in the direct sales industry or in the network marketing industry. So I've had 25 years of experience being halos hindi tayo nagkakalayo. I started 1995 and been here for 25 years. My first business, in my first business, I worked on that for about 5 years. I built a big organization. I was earning from 40 to 70,000 pesos a month, which during that time was a lot of money. But unfortunately, the company that I was with closed. Nagsara, nilagay ang product sa Mercury. So, ang malaking disappointment sa akin because I believed what was promised me. It was a local company, by the way. And that was where the vision for a local company, a 100% Filipino company that's truly global and multinational, that was where the vision started growing in my heart. But you see, I almost gave up. If it were not for a friend of mine who was in the industry and invited me back, I would probably never have come back to this industry, which I have come to love so much. And I just want to really thank God for the opportunity of being here and being able to add value to people. Now, siguro kung gusto niyo pa akong makilala, makipag-usap na lang kayo, I am very approachable. You can message me on Facebook and on Messenger. And I promise to answer. Basta matino lang yung mga tanong nyo. Anyway, let me start sharing my screen. I am tasked to share with you something about leadership. And so I hope this works. So, can you see my screen, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Bing? Okay.
Yes, po.
So, okay. My task today is to share with you the foundation and heart of leadership. First of all, I would like to thank Rico for laying the foundation on what a global marketer is, because that lays a foundation for what I am going to share. Ang posisyon ng leadership. Kasi, ang sabi ni John Maxwell, leadership is influence, nothing less, nothing more. Once you start sponsoring people into the industry, and then they start to follow you, you are a leader whether you like it or not. So how do you lay a foundation for your business? How do you become a good leader? How do you show the heart of a true leader. So
Ma'am
we
Minette,
are going to
yan,
discuss.
play
We are
mode
going
po.
to discuss that. Okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
The foundation and heart of leadership. So foundation provides stability. Parang pundasyon ng bahay, kung matibay ang pundasyon mo, matibay din ang leadership mo. So paano ka ba magbi-build ng isang foundation na matibay para sa negosyo mo at para sa grupo mo? So there are 3 questions that followers ask leaders. Those of you who have attended some of my lectures would know already these questions. And these 3 questions are, number 1, do you care for me? This it addresses the issue of connection. Do you connect? Can you help me? This addresses the issue of competence. And we will discuss that some more later. And number 3, can I trust you? That addresses the issue of character. So, connection, competence, and character. Madalas, pag meron kayong bagong tao na sponsored into the business, you're trying to, you talk to them, you make a presentation. At the back of this person's mind these 3 questions. Do you care for me? Can you help me? Can I trust you? So leaders build trust by consistently exemplifying competence, connection, and character. Now, when you're starting, syempre wala namang expert sa simula, no? So let me share with you this quote. People will tolerate honest mistakes because when we start, that's true. We do commit mistakes kasi hindi pa tayo magaling eh. But if you violate their trust, you will find it very difficult to ever regain their confidence. That is one reason that you need to treat trust as your most precious asset. So ang trust or ang tiwala ay synonymous sa character. Pag ang isang tao may good character, masasabi natin na mapapagkatiwalaan siya. Pero pag ang tao may bad character, napakahirap pagkatiwalaan. Okay? So let's look at these questions. Character makes trust possible and possible. So character, your character as a person, the way that you conduct business lays a foundation for your leadership and is also foundational to your success as an entrepreneur, an independent business person. Character communicates itself through several things. First, character communicates consistency. O yung pagiging, when you say something that you follow after, you do follow through. A leader can be counted on day after day because of his or her ability to perform constantly. In other words, itong taong to consistent sa performance niya, sa lahat ng sinasabi niya. Now, if your people don't know what to expect from you as a leader, at some point, they will not look to you for leadership. Pag halimbawa, meron kang sinabi at hindi ka nag-follow through, dadating ang panahon na hindi na nila aasahan ang kahit na anumang sasabihin mo. So it erodes into your leadership. So, what kind of leader are you? Ang sabi ni Jerry West, one of the NBA greats, sabi niya, you can't get too much done in life if you only work on the days when you feel good. A leader will always show up whether he's feeling good or not feeling good. Okay? So, leadership is found there. I remember Michael Jordan, na he is considered one of the greats in the NBA, pero even when he was not feeling well, he would always show up. So what kind of leadership do we exhibit to the people that we lead? Do you as a leader live out good values? Yung values natin determines our character. Do you keep your commitments as a leader? And do you live with integrity? So yung integrity yan, pag-usapan pa uli natin mamaya. So una, character communicates consistency. That means people can depend on you. Number 2, character communicates potential. So there's here a question. Who has greater potential to achieve great dreams and positively impact others? One who is honest, tapat, disiplinado, and hardworking versus one who is deceitful, impulsive, and lazy. That's a no-brainer as a question, di ba? Sino yung may mas malaking potential dito sa dalawang ito? Siyempre, yung honest, disciplined, and hardworking. Weak character is limiting. Pinakapundasyon ng ating leadership sa ating negosyo at sa paglilid ng mga tao ay ang character natin. talent is not enough. Maaring ang isang tao ay magaling, pero character is needed for that person to go far. According to John Morley, no man can climb beyond the limitations of his own character. In other words, you cannot outperform your character. So hindi mo mahihigtan yon. Kung ang character mo, kung merong character flaw, napakahirap na mag-succeed. Weak character blows up a person's ability to perform and capacity to lead. People with weak character are not trustworthy. Now, as I said a while ago, trust is synonymous to character, and trust is the foundation of leadership. When people don't trust you, it's very hard to lead. Would you agree? A leader with strong character earns the trust of people. Those who follow him trust in his ability to release their potential. So, yung una kanina, character communicates consistency. Number 2, character communicates potential. He is a person or a leader who can help the follower release potential or achieve his potential. Let's look at the third one. Character communicates respect. A person who doesn't have character is unable to earn respect from others. Leaders earn respect by making sound decisions, admitting their mistakes, and putting what's best for followers and the organization ahead of their personal agendas. You know, Joey, Eric, and I have been working together for so many years. Si Eric, I have known him since my first business. So since 1995, I've been working with Eric. And kaming tatlo, we've been working together since 2000. So we have been through many experiences, and we have also made our mistakes. We've gone through several businesses, and one of the hardest things really is to choose what is best for the organization versus what is best for you as a person. Because I remember there was a time when we were already losing money with the business that we put up, but we could not bring ourselves to decide to close the business and not follow through on our commitments with the people in the organization. So kahit na palugi na kami noon, we followed through with our commitments. We paid out commissions even if we were already losing money. So pinili namin na ipagpatuloy ang magkaroon ng integrity sa lahat-lahat ng aming ginagawa. And that is the reason why we are here right now at Sante. When we put up Sante in the year 2007, we have learned from all the past mistakes that we've made. But one of the things that we've always followed is that we will never, ever take advantage of people. And we will always put the best, the good of the organization ahead of our own personal agenda. So yun ang commitment namin sa inyo. Kaming mga board members, we've been in this industry long enough to understand that when you lose integrity and when you lose character, it's so hard to rebuild a business. So leaders earn respect by making sound decisions, admitting and learning from their mistakes, and putting what's best for followers and the organization ahead of their own personal agendas. Pag meron kang bagong tao somebody in your organization is following you, they will look at you, they will look how you treat your family, they will look how you lead your life, and all of that contributes to the kind of character that you exhibit. I'd like to read for you a quote, because everyone among us wants to leave a legacy, and let me read this quote. The only thing that walks back from the tomb with the mourners and refuses to be buried is the character of the man. This is true. What a man is survives him. It can never be buried. The character of the man will always survive him. If you have contributed positively to the lives of people will always, your character, your reputation will always outlive you. So character is so important. A leader's good character builds trust among his followers. When a leader breaks trust, he loses his ability to lead. Ito po ay totoong-totoo. Pag nawalan na ng paniwala sa inyo ang mga tao, napakahirap pong bawiin nun. So, how do we apply this in our business? Siyempre, it's not just enough for me to teach you these things, but how do we apply it? So number one, how trustworthy would your team say you are? You would know this by how open they are with you. That means, do they trust you? Do they openly share their opinion with you? Remember the first question that they ask? Can I trust you? Do they openly share their opinion with you? Do they let you know what's going on with them? Do they give you bad news as readily as they give you good news? That means they trust you enough to be open with you. Number two, what are you currently doing to develop your character? So focus on these three areas. Integrity. Integrity is defined as being consistent, whether in your private life or in your public life. Yung word na integrity comes from the root word integer or one. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi ka double-faced. You only have one face, whether you're in private or in public. Whatever is your face, that's you. So in other words, what you see is what you get. That's your integrity. Number two, yung focus area is authenticity. This was mentioned by Rico a while ago. Yung ikaw ba ay totoong tao pag nakikipag-usap ka sa mga tao mo sa loob ng network? Hindi ka nagkukunwari. Ang tao mabibisto at mabibisto ka kung you really care for them. So are you authentic as a person? Do you really care for your people? And number three in the area is discipline. Do the right things no matter how you feel. If you say you are going to show up, show up. If you make a commitment to your people, follow through. Number three, question. If you have broken, ito yung isa sa pinakamahirap na part when I was preparing this. Kasi, syempre, mayroong mga panahon na maaaring tiwala sa atin, yung tiwala ng ibang tao sa atin, nasira natin. So, pag nangyari yon, what do we do? If you have broken trust with others in the past, your leadership will suffer until you make things right. So, but how do you make things right? So, there are some things that you could do as a leader. Number one, apologize without excuses to the one whom you may have hurt or betrayed. Pag tayo ay nagsabi ng sorry, I am sorry, and then say what you did wrong. The wrong way to say it is, I am sorry, kaya lang kasi ikaw ganyan. So it makes it worse. So if you are sorry for something, just say you apologize without excuses. Next is if you can make amends or restitution. Halimbawa, ito yung madalas na naririnig ko, Mama, laki ng utang, inutangan ako pero hindi ako binayaran. Lalo na kung upline mo ang gumawa nun, di ba? Napakahirap niyan. So if you can make amends so that you can build trust, do so. Commit to work to re-earn their trust. It is so hard for trust to be regained, but it is not impossible. The greater the violation, the longer it will take. That means you have to be consistently showing that you are really changing and you are really learning how to be trustworthy. The burden of earning trust lies on you as the leader and not on them. So I hope as we are all leaders here, let us work to build strong character. And if we have ever betrayed any person's trust, I pray that every one of us will be able to have the grace to make amends, make restitution, and repair relationships. As I said, we are in the people business. And reputation, since we are just a small industry, your reputation will follow you wherever you go. Kahit na lumipat ka pa ng kumpanya, hahabulin ka ng mga maling nagawa mo. So, build trust, don't abuse relationships, and build up a strong character. Okay, so that's the foundation of leadership. I hope every one of us here would do what needs to be done in order for us to be able to rise up to the next level of leadership and really make it big, not just locally, but in the global market. Hey, that talks about the foundation of leadership. I would like to share with you the heart of leadership. is servanthood. The heart of leadership is based on serving others and not ourselves. Ito yung isa sa pinakamahirap na parte ng ating industriya kasi we are a people business. Every day you will talk to people and every day you will need to serve people. So ito, this is one of my favorite quotes and I know you know this too, and it is a quote that really illustrates servant leadership. I know you know who said this. If you help enough other people get what they want, you will get what you want. That's from Zig Ziglar. Even if he's already gone, this quote lives on. And he is a person with great integrity and great character. Servant leadership. Servant leaders add value to others. In other words, nagdadagdag tayo at hindi nagbabawas. We add to people, we do not subtract from people. Adding value to others through serving benefits not just the people being served, but it also benefits the leader. It allows the leader to experience the following: fulfillment in leading others. Marami sa inyo, naririnig ko yung mga istoryong to Yung, alam nyo yung binabalikan kayo ng mga tao ninyo, nagpapasalamat dahil sa tulong na ginawa because you serve them. So it leads to greater fulfillment, and that's what I love so much about this industry that we are in, because we have such an opportunity to impact the lives of people. And yun na nga ang mission natin, help people live better lives. Leadership with the right motives. When you do it right, it gives you greater satisfaction. The leader also experiences the ability to perform significant acts as leaders. Then it allows you, when you serve others, it allows you to build a leadership team. Coupled with character, serving attracts people to you, because you begin to attract people like yourself, and you are able to develop a strong leadership team. Lastly, there is an attitude of service on a team. I'm really so blessed to be in the company that we are in, and having such a significant mission of helping people live better lives, because we can do that by serving others. So here are some guidelines to serving and adding value to others. I hope I'm not going so fast because I'm working under also time. Okay, first guideline, we add value to others when we truly value others. Binibigyang halaga natin ang ibang tao kung tunay tayong nagpapahalaga sa kanila. Tama ba yung pagkakatagalog ko doon? Okay? We add value to others when we truly value them. When a person moves into a position of authority, he or she gives up the right to abuse people. That's a quote from Daryl Hartley Leonard. So when you are in a position of authority, it is so bad when that person in authority starts to abuse the people that are under him. So when we are in authority, we give up the right to abuse people. We are in the people business. So how do we show value to others? Do we know the people in our team? Kilala mo ba sila? Do we take time to connect and get to know their dreams, aspirations, and struggles? You know, some people define the word love with time, caring with time. That means when you spend time with people, it shows them that you care about them. We are in the people business. Leaders who add value by serving others believe in their people before they believe in themselves. Marami yung mga pumapasok sa industriya natin na basag na yung tiwala nila sa sarili nila. Hindi nila mapaniwalaan na meron silang potential. Pero when the leader truly values, that person can identify potential in people, and they can express belief in those people, in the people inside the team, and people succeed better. There are more chances of success when the leader believes in them. So, do you believe in the people that you serve? Number 2, leaders serve and add value to others when we make ourselves more valuable to others. Binibigyan natin sila ng halaga kung ginagawa nating mahalaga ang ating sarili. Paano natin ginagawa yon? The whole premise of adding value means that you have something of value to add. You cannot give what you do not have. So dito na pumapasok yung Do you have the skills that you can transfer to another person? Do you have the opportunity that you can present and serve to another person? Do you have the experience that you can use to teach another person? Having the perspective of a leader through having gone through experiences. I know there are leaders inside the organization. You only need to talk to them. They will tell you about the experiences that they've gone through, the hardships that they've gone through. I know somebody, one of our top ranked leaders, na nung nagsisimula siya dito sa negosyong to, natutulog siya sa bus station. Dahil wala siyang pera. Pero ngayon, isa na siya sa pinakamalaking leaders ng ating organization. And that person is very authentic when it comes to leadership. He will tell you what it takes to become successful in the business that we are in. So do you have something that's of value? Are you making yourself valuable in the area of skills, in presenting opportunities, and presenting your experiences to the people that you lead? Are you serving them through that? Serving as a leader means that you need to grow yourself in order to have something of value to add to others. If you're not growing, what can you give? You cannot give what you do not have. The more you intentionally grow personally, the more you would be able to serve others. So how are you growing? Have you made it your commitment to yourself to grow as a person, to grow as a leader? Kasi if you want to grow a big team, you have to be able to serve them by growing. Number 3, leaders serve and add value when we know and relate to what others value. Alam ba natin yung mga pinapahalagahan ng mga tao natin? People that we lead? As leaders, do we know what our people value? Inexperienced leaders are quick to lead without knowing anything about the people they intend to lead. Sometimes in our industry, we think that everybody wants to become a millionaire. But actually, when you sit down and talk with the people, sometimes they only want to earn an additional 5,000 a month or an additional 10,000 a month. Do you know what the aspirations of your leaders are? What are they in the business for? So you add value when you get to know them. Mature leaders listen, learn, and lead. What are your people's stories? What are their hopes and dreams? What are their aspirations, their emotions? Do you know? So when you take these steps of listening and learning, it communicates to the people in your team that you value them and that you relate to what they value. Yung pinapahalagahan mo yung mga bagay na mahalaga sa kanila. Leaders discover what is valuable to the people they lead, and then they lead based on what they learn. So sometimes when we do coaching, connect by knowing what they need. And we serve others and add value when we do things that God values. Ito yung isa sa mga kwento na rinig ko when I was new in the industry. The greatest networker of them all was Jesus Christ. He started with 12 leaders, and now the church that he leads is in the billions now. But Jesus, sabi niya, he came not to be served, but to serve. So let us lead, let us serve as leaders. Okay, I hope you agree with that. And the application question. Do you have a servant's attitude when it comes to leadership? In situations where you are required to serve others' needs, how do you respond? Are you resentful, impatient? Pag hiningi ng tulong sa'yo, binibigyan mo ba ng oras? Siyempre, pipiliin mo rin kung sino. Pero sometimes, there are people who really need your time and you need to give time to them. Do you think that certain tasks are beneath your dignity or position? Meron bang mga bagay na ayaw mo nang gawin dahil sobrang taas mo na or sobrang taas na ng rank mo? If you answered yes, it may be that you have not yet start practicing by performing small acts of service without seeking credit or recognition. Yung sometimes yung mga anonymous ways, or sometimes yung acts of kindness or just encouragement does a lot to serve the people that you lead. Number 2, what do the people closest to you value? Ang mahalaga sa kanila, alam mo ba? Make a list of those most important to you in your family and your team. Write down what each person values most. I hope you are able to do that. How well do you relate to the things your people value most? If you don't know what they value most, find time to spend with them and find out, because that's the way we serve. Number 3, make adding value a part of your lifestyle. Begin with those closest to you and also do that for the members of your team. Ask yourself the question, how could you add value to the people on your list related to what they value? And if you are able to find the answer to that question, how could you add value? Paano mo ba maipapaabot sa kanila na mahalaga sila sa iyo? Start doing it. Okay, so do that for the people close to you. Do that with the people that you lead. And so I hope you got something from what I shared with you this evening. I have 20 seconds left on my time, Ian. And I would like to thank everyone for the privilege of being able to share with you. I am Minette Carag, your Chief Product Officer. Let us strive as one in 2021. Thank you very much, Bing and Ian. Back to you.
Thank you, Ate Minette. Very short lang yung talk, pero ang daming takeaways. Parang, Ian, do you care for me?
Yes, of course.
Can I trust you?
Was there a split second delay? No, of course. You can trust me.
But
Okay.
ang tagal mong sumagot.
Hindi, naghang ako. I love you, Miss Bing. Ma'am Minette, it wasn't actually short for me, Ma'am Bing. Actually, it wasn't short because of the amount of content that there was in the 30 minutes, no? What struck me, Ma'am Bing, yung mature leaders listen, learn, and lead. Okay, sometimes yun yung nalilimutan ng leaders, yung makinig. Sometimes as the leaders, we sometimes think that it's all going to be one way. It's going to be coming from us, the directions and all, and then but listening really really spells the difference of a mature leader than just an ordinary leader. Tsaka ito, Ma'am Bing, dagdag ko rin, no? Yung make adding value a lifestyle. No? Yung bang pag napalapit ka sa tao, do you add value to the person? Or pag naghiwalay kayo ng tao, parang ayaw ka na niya makita uli. Parang ganon.
Tama. I said na it's short, no? Kasi yung questions, gusto ko lahat answerin eh. Parang sinasaksak ako nung when di ba yung mga questions, for sure maraming mga natamaan. So it's really very true, no? My takeaways kasi talent is not enough. Character is needed if you want to go far. No, this is really very true. Sabi ko nga, in our industry, very few people can understand what it is all about. Diba? So, others are in not really for the money. Kasi mayaman na sila, diba? Aminin nyo, partners, you have a lot of partners na talagang they are not here for the money, but they are here for the products, they are here for the recognition. So, very few people can understand what is our industry is all about. So, it's not really talent, but the character. That's why importante talaga yan. So, anywhere we go, kahit na ilang taon pa tayo sa industriya na to, we will always stay chin up, diba? Na talagang a legacy that we can always lead to a lot of our friends and family. Thank you, Ate Minette, for your great talk for tonight. For sure, maraming natutunan. This is just only pangalawa pa lang tayo, Ian, no? From
Kaya nga.
Rico to Ate Minette. We have 2 more.
Yeah, second speaker pa lang, but well, congratulations and thank you, Ma'am Minette Carag, our Chief Product Officer. Wow, thank you po talaga, no? for you guys listening, I see a lot of Ma'am Bing, mga messages sa ating chat box. Talagang overwhelmed sila. They're very happy what they're watching and listening to. What we suggest is you replay this sa
Yes.
buong grupo nyo. You can actually pause it, di ba? I-pause nyo, i-dissect nyo, i-absorb nyo, di ba? As a team, you can record it, or you can play it again, and then you can pause and discuss sa buong team para mas ma-absorb nyo po yung lessons from, of course, Ma'am Minette Carag. Thank you very much, Ma'am Minette. That's our second speaker for tonight. Okay, Ma'am Bing, let's go to the third speaker. Really exciting night.
Another powerful speaker ang ating tatawagan. Let me read some of his credentials. He is a visionary leader and a veteran marketing professional. Today, he is one of the most sought-after speaker and renowned leaders in direct selling and network marketing in the Philippines and abroad. Let's all welcome Sante's Chief Executive Officer, Mr. Joey Marcelo. Hi, sir.
The best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world. You can beat the war. You can talk the guy, go banging on his head. You can be the greatest.
Yeah, I just love the lyrics of that song.
Sir Joey, we love the necktie.
Talaga. Parang the last time that parang salvo ko yata. I forgot when's the last time na nagsuot ako ng necktie. But anyway, as mentioned, I love the lyrics of that song, and try to listen to that song. The title is Hall of Fame. So it can inspire you, and whenever I listen to that song, na-inspire talaga ako. Okay? Anyway, ang gagaling ng mga speakers natin. I've been listening to them, and I'm so inspired. Okay, to be surrounded by team members who are not only talented but whose life is already an inspiration to all of us. So, wow, I've learned a lot from Rico and Minette, and of course, I'm excited later on to listen to our fourth speaker. And of course, I'm tasked to discuss one of my favorite topics. But of course, at this point, okay, we'll be talking something about the vision. Okay. 2021 and beyond, Sante's vision of global dominance. Okay, let me just start by sharing something about myself. Okay, 20 years ago, of course, together with Ate Minette plus some of our partners. Okay, the foundation of our group is this. Okay, it all started with a vision to break limits. Okay, is my screen clear? Hindi siya nag-flicker? Hindi naman, no?
We see it. Sige, sir, let me observe.
Sige, all right. Anyway, it all started with a vision to break limits. Okay, this was the battle cry of 15 aspiring entrepreneurs, and this happened 2001. It was 15 of us when we started running our own company, and of course, to cut the long story short, 20 years after, 2021 right now, 21 years after, it's just the three of us. Okay, so from 15 down to 3. Why is it that kaming tatlo, Eric, Minette, and me, we are still here? Because we started with a vision to break limits, and we won't stop until we'll break limits after limits. All right, we will be breaking limits not only in the Philippines, but of course, all over the globe. Okay? A while ago, when I was preparing, of course, my presentation, I was browsing some of my pictures. And since the day we started the business, let me just show you the first picture. Okay? First picture is a picture of me during an awarding ceremony. Okay, this happened December 10 of 2001. All right, so on my left is, of course, you know him, Chinkitan. On my right side, that's the CEO of Prudential Life Plans during the early days. And that was me in the middle. This is 2001, all right? Exactly 20 years ago. Okay, so I'm also, just like Rico, I'm also a distributor, a business owner, or a network marketer by heart. When we started, excited also to listen to testimonies, excited to attend trainings. And whenever we attend trainings, whenever we listen to stories, ako personally, I immediately visualize. Okay, immediately visualize and see myself just like the people that I'm listening. In fact, my hobby during those times is whenever I hear people sharing their testimonies, After they share their testimonies, after the event, I'll approach them and ask them, anong ginawa mo? Okay, when did you start building this business? What happened? What are your failures? I have the habit of asking for people's failure. Why? Because I always believe that I don't always have to learn from my mistakes, because I can always learn from other people's mistakes. So I love asking people what are their challenges, ano yung mga experience nila, ano yung mga failures na nangyari sa kanila. This is 20 years ago. Again, it all started with a vision. We wanted to break limits, okay? A while ago also, while I was browsing our presentation, I don't know if Miss Minette is still here, okay? I just happened to browse one of the AVPs of our former company, okay? I just like to show this to you, okay? This is the time where I still is, of course, very much involved in doing trainings and presentation. Just watch this short video.
Now, what are the advantages of becoming a Vision Unlimited partner? Number one, you can do the business part-time, pwede mo rin gawing full-time. You can do this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even in the comfort of your homes. Kung kayo po ay isang empleyado or isang business person or isang full-time housewife, okay lang po, you can become successful.
Diba? Wala namang pinagbago, diba? Since 16 years ago.
Parang last year lang, sir.
Parang home TV shopping, you know. Pero the reason why I show this to you is our second company, the name is Vision Unlimited. All right? That's our second company. And even until now, I still hold on to that brand, Vision Unlimited, Unlimited Vision. Because for me, that's still the foundation of who we are right now, who I am right now. Okay? But let's talk about reality. The reality is this. There will be challenges. It's not all better process. All right? Ang daming mga challenges. Maybe you can see us now as a company, as an organization who's not only thriving but succeeding. Pero yung proseso those are where the challenges are. It's not all better process. There are times wherein, alam mo, paggising mo na umaga, gusto mo sana kinabukasan na naman because you know that something big and something great is about to happen the next day. Kasi alam mo yung today is not something that you really wanted for. You know, just to tell you a very short story, okay? Several years back, this is already a Sante time na to, there was a time that we don't know what to do already. Okay, we don't know what to do already. The business is not doing good. This is siguro around 10, 11, 12 years ago. There's a point in time when I mentioned to the head of finance during that time, when he updated me with regards to the finances of Sante, sabi ko gito lang, for the next couple of months, please don't update me about our finances. All right? We will do whatever it takes to bring this business to the next level. Because during that time, I'm still holding to that vision of breaking limits. Okay? Let me share to you my vision board last 2006. Okay? This is already almost a 15-year-old vision board. All right? I still have this, of course. This is my personal vision board. Okay? So this is 2006. Okay? 2006. Kompleto yan. All right? These are personal vision board. Of course, I wanted to have a house, everything. Sa right side, lower right side, I wanted 3 bank accounts, 2 savings account, 1 checking account with this amount. Okay? This is 2006. Okay? I'm holding on to this vision for how many years? Okay? To cut the long story short, what happened? Of course, I'm not planning to buy an airplane, but of course, the goal is to travel globally. And it happened. Okay? The goal is to have a nice watch, and it happened. The goal is to buy cars, okay? Cars that, yung hindi lang yung mga kotse na you can afford, but a dream car. So it happened already. The goal of, well, nagawa na namin yan, to get natin yan together with distributors, di ba? Hindi naman tayo nakapag-ski, pero nakapag-snow tayo, di ba? When it comes to savings, of course, nangyari yan. Nangyari na rin yung bahay at lupa, nangyari na rin yung swimming pool. And of course, right now, I'm starting to play golf. So could you imagine, when I was browsing this, the good thing is, it happened. But of course, it will not happen and it will never happen if I didn't set this last 2006. Alright? So I held on to this vision. Every now and then, nakikita ko siya, binubuksan ko siya. Because I always believe that at a point in time, this will happen. Okay? Because for me, that one word called vision is very important. Vision is simply a mental picture of the future that you desire. Now, partners, this is my question to you. What is really the future that you desire? Okay, it's more than just a goal. All right. We always set short-term goals, what we want to happen next month, next year, 2 years from now. When you talk about a vision, it's something that is long-term. Okay? Something na pag naisip mo pa lang, kinikilabutan ka na. Having a vision means we have a clear sense of purpose. It means we have a much longer picture, not only of our business, but of our life. Let me just share to you quickly, okay, why is vision important? Number one, it gives you direction. All right? It gives you direction. If you want to go to Baguio, you need to have a vision of really going to Baguio. Because if not, you won't have a sense of direction. You might want to go to Baguio, pero ang daan mo papuntang south. You won't be able to go to Baguio. You might be able to reach Baguio, but you have to go around the world. Why is vision important? Because it prioritizes your life and time. By having a clear purpose, a clear vision, you tend to allot a portion of your time and of course, prioritize or give effort towards achieving your vision. Priority. Why is vision important? Because it reminds us of our passion. Ako, whenever, of course, in business, as mentioned a while ago, there are ups and downs, okay? During the time that I'm still building a network as a distributor, as a network marketer, not more often than not, you get to meet negative people, all right? Hindi naman lahat ng nakausap mo positive people. There are times where you meet negative people. And there are times where you spend time with them, 10, 15, 20 minutes, sobrang drain ka na. But how come I still try, not only survive, and manage to achieve my goal? Because I always remind myself of my vision. Because my vision always inspires me, okay, to have passion in what I do. Vision creates motivation. And the reason why a lot of you are motivated right now, it's because you have a clear vision of what you really wanted. Why is vision so important? Because it disciplines our actions and behavior. Whenever you do something day in, day out, you just have to bring your vision with you. Because it will guide you. It will not only inspire you, but it will guide you towards doing the right things, the right actions, and the right behavior. If your behavior and action, dapat conscious ka na kayo niyan. You have to be conscious of this. Whenever you do something, if that thing will not be in alignment with your vision, scratch it. Okay? If hindi makakatulong yun towards you achieving your vision, ultimate vision in life, tanggalin nyo na yun. Hindi ko na kailangan explain because I know that you know what I'm saying. All right? In everything that we do, you always ask yourself this question, will that thing that you will do leads you closer to your vision? If not, scratch it. Why vision is so important? Because it protects us from giving up. Perfect example is what happened to me and of course, Eric and Minette. The reason why we're still here is because we have a clear vision of what we wanted to happen. And it protects us from giving up. And of course, our vision keeps our fire burning. Always keeps us excited. Whenever I'm down, whenever I'm frustrated, even during these times, nangyayari pa rin yan. Kumbaga, tao lang naman eh. There are times wherein ang pagising mo ng umaga, bakit parang ang pakiramdam ko ang bigat, malungkot, maganda naman nangyari the other day. For me to get the ball rolling and make that day an exciting day, I always go back to my ultimate purpose. I always go back to my vision. All right? Anyway, that's just an introduction because the important part right now is the vision, of course, of Sante, okay, 2021 and beyond. But of course, this serves as a foundation because talking about vision, it's not only for Sante. It's for the business owners inside Sante. Because Sante won't be able to achieve its vision if our business owners won't be able to achieve theirs. Because we always believe in the saying that for us to achieve what we want in life, we have to help other people get what they want or achieve what they want. So as leaders who's watching right now in Zoom and in FB Live and in YouTube, if you really have big aspirations, big visions in life, the solution can be look for people and help them also achieve their visions and dream. And in the process, you'll achieve your visions and dream. Okay? Let's talk about Sante. All right? I'm excited to talk about Sante. Okay? Let's talk about Sante Day 1. Okay? When where it all began. Of course, when we started Sante, it's very clear. Okay, even until now, we have this vision statement. Hindi naman nabago yan eh. Our vision is to be a global provider of premier wellness products and services. All right, this is still day one. All right, pero a while ago, I was browsing my old presentation. Okay, I think the oldest that I have is year 2008. Okay, this is the first cover of our slide. All right, hindi pa green, it's red. Sante International, the tagline is providing wellness to humanity. Iba pa yung website, santehub.com. Okay? We're still holding on to this website. Hindi pa natin, binabayaran pa natin taon-taon yan because we'll be using this website in the coming years. Santehub.com. That is the original website of Sante. Okay? I posted this picture several days ago in FB. Okay? We don't have the barley yet, okay? This green, this barley grass, okay? Pero this the time na nagsasampling pa lang kami ng iba't ibang klaseng barley. All right? So this is our small office. I think this is in Juan San Miguel, right across Lourdes School of Mandaluyong, all right? This is the first cheers for Sante, all right? Pero one thing about this picture that I'm excited about, okay? This is year 2008. This is day one of Sante Barley, all right? One thing I'm excited about this picture is this guy. Kita niyo naman yan, di ba? It's this person, yeah? The only surviving person, okay, in this picture. In this picture is a guy named Johnny Boy, Francisco, who just recently received a performance bonus of 900,000. I could imagine if some of the people in this group decided to stay and cast a long-term vision together with us. Ano na kaya nangyayari sa kanila ngayon? This day one of Sante, 2008. Fast forward, 2020, this is what happened. Several ordinary people earning extraordinary income, and we're just talking about a portion of their income. 2020, 118 regional travel qualifiers. I don't have the numbers yet, but I'm sure we have a record-breaking qualifiers for our global travel. Recent update, we have a total of 40 people who claimed their house budget for the SEI last 2020. 27 people in the middle of pandemic were able to acquire a car via our Sante Extreme Incentive. And a total of 230 gadgets were released by Sante. Day 1, 2008, a small company, a company na mayroong pangarap, may vision to be a global provider of premier wellness products and services. During those times, if we will be talking to us, and if we will tell you, partner, join us, because someday we will be making it big, not only in the Philippines, but in the global market. Ang tanong is, gaano kayang karaming tao ang maniniwala? Of course, there are some people who believed in us, who are still with us until today. But of course, a lot of them, wala na. They already disappeared. And of course, we're always hoping and praying that they're okay at this point. All right? Because tayo, we're definitely okay. We're definitely enjoying the fruits of our labor. And when I say we, I'm not only talking about the company and the employees of the company, but I'm talking about the business owner, the distributors who really took time to build the business, who did whatever it takes not only to survive but to thrive. Ito yung mga taong during yung time na sinisiraan ng Sante, they stick with us. Alright? Daming ups and downs before. Okay? Ang daming ups and downs before. Sometimes, people will join us and afterwards, they will leave us. Pero pag alis sila sa atin, they will badmouth us. But there's a handful of leaders who stick with us, who believe in our direction, and right now, I'm happy to see them not only surviving, not only thriving, but flourishing in our business. But this is what's so exciting, all right? I was also browsing my files, the other day, and I immediately saw, my vision board for the business, all right? This vision board was also crafted last 2006. This is my vision board. A while ago, I've shown you a vision board for myself, my personal vision board, and this is my vision board naman for the business, right? Iba pa yung logo ng kumpanya dyan. Okay, this is our company prior to Sante, all right? This company was the original owner of Daily C, LBB, our former company. We've learned a lot from this company, okay? Joey Luyong is a top earner of this company, all right? This is my vision board last 2006, okay? A year prior to the birth of Sante International, 2007, all right? I was browsing this vision board the other day. And alam niyo, habang tinitignan ko siya, sabi ko, wow, grabe. Ang dami na ano. Parang without this vision board, mukhang nothing will happen. First things first, the vision is to create top-notch business owners, distributors. We have it already. Check. Next goal is to have lineup of products that will not only be distributed in the Philippines, but all over the globe. Check. Next is to have time with my family, to have time with the families of our business owners, for our business owners to have time with their families also. Check. To be able to do events in big stadiums, okay? Of course, the last event that we've had is in SMX and we were able to fill in the entire SMX arena. The goal is to have distributors buying their cars, the car of their choice. It might not be exotic cars, but it's a car that they can afford and can help them, okay, reach their potentials. We did this already. A chance to travel all over the globe with business owners. Could you imagine? During the early days, all right, hirap na hirap tayo magpa-travel. First travel incentive of Sante, if I'm not mistaken, is only a trip to Hong Kong. And I think only 4 or 5 people qualified. And that's the reason why we decided to cancel it muna and reschedule it next year so that marami na sila. But right now, if walang pandemic, we're traveling all over the globe. To have fun with business owners, I can see this picture, di ba? If some of you have already been with us in New Zealand, you've already experienced this. Check. All right? 2 remaining. Ano yung 2 remaining? Laboratory and a building. And could you imagine? It's about to happen this year. Di ba? While I was browsing my vision board for the business the other day, halos naluha ako when I saw na yung itsura ng building halos magkapareho. Except for the brand. It's LBB. The name is the League Tower. The League Tower because of Big League. All right? Our IT company. Then here comes our building, Sante. And in this building will be our first official laboratory. And it happened because of a vision board that was constructed way back 2006. That's the power of setting a vision and putting it into, alam niyo, during the early days, when talk about vision board, it's cutting pictures in magazines and putting it in, alam natin yan, vision board. And I believe you're still doing that. O kasi hindi ako maggupit pero ma-copy ako ng picture sa internet. And that's the reason why I have the habit of creating vision board in my computer because I always use that vision board as the desktop of my computer. I always want to see it every day. That's the history, okay, of why we are achieving what we're achieving right now. That vision board, okay? It just dawned into me that without that vision board, I think wala tayong direction. Let's talk about Sante 2021 and beyond. And I'm talking about 2021 to 2030. This is what we see as the next 10 years of Sante. Okay? This will be compiled to be my personal vision board for the business, at least for the next 10 years. And I'm excited to see 10 years from now kung ano yung mga na-achieve natin for the past 10 years, meaning 2021 to 2030. And partners who's watching right now, I challenge you, okay? When I show you this vision for the next 10 years of Sante, all right? I just like you to align yourself, align your vision towards the vision of the company. Because I assure you, all right, for those who will stick with us in the years to come, will not only be blessed, but will definitely achieve their visions in life. Is it a promise? No. It's a commitment. It's a commitment that we will do whatever it takes to be able to acquire or to fulfill this vision. I believe that very soon, Sante will have our own manufacturing facility in the Philippines. Okay, it's already part of our direction. We wanted to create or to partner with someone to own a manufacturing facility in the Philippines. Will it happen? Definitely, it will happen. It's only a matter of time. We're already in that direction. Our vision, of course, is to expand our manufacturing facility in New Zealand. Yesterday, I was having a meeting, of course, with our partners from New Zealand, and an exciting news was brought into me because by next year, the goal of the partners there is to set up a new and bigger facility. And I'm excited because I know that we're part of that plan. The vision in the next coming 10 years, or maybe less, is to be able to come up with a bigger, sophisticated manufacturing facility in New Zealand. We wanted also to build a lifestyle block in New Zealand. We're planning to acquire several hectares of flats of farm in New Zealand, 10 to 20 hectares of farm in New Zealand. Of course, that farm will be for barley grass. But in that farm, we will be setting up an area for office, for laboratory, a mini resort. Whenever we bring our business owners to New Zealand, there will be a place not only for them to stay, but a place for them to relax and visualize and set bigger vision beside their very own barley farm. This is already a plan that happened several years back. If not for COVID, we could have been starting this project. But definitely expect this project to happen in the next coming years. And of course, the vision always is to come up with a world-class laboratory. Of course, not only in the Philippines, but also in New Zealand. Will this happen? Definitely it will. We will be starting a laboratory very soon in our new 4-story facility. And of course, with the advent of the lifestyle block of the farm in New Zealand, we'll definitely have something even better. I'm excited with this. This will really set us apart, okay, from any other organization, any other company. Talking about our business building strategy, talking about our network, in the next 10 years, since, of course, the director for international operation is here with me right now, in the next 10 years, expect that Sante will be open in more than 20 countries. We are now present in 8 countries. In the next 10 years, I can see at minimum 12 new countries to start, to operate. Not only countries where we have a distribution network, but countries where we have corporate offices, a full-blown management team. Each country headed by a general manager, a managing director, or a CEO. And of course, if you have 20 countries already, definitely we have regional heads, okay, in different regions. Will this happen? Definitely it will happen. We already have 8 countries. We have our new, and for me, okay, the best possible director for international operations with us right now. There's no way to go but really succeed in the global market. In the next 10 years, I believe that we'll be able to build world-class global business leaders. And I know that some of them are here in this Zoom call right now. Okay? If they take that challenge to be a world-class global business leaders, then we will always be here as an organization for them. When I say world-class business leaders, these are global business leaders who's not only zeroing in on the same nationality. If that global business leader is a Filipino, the objective is not only to build a Filipino group or Filipino community, but the goal is always to tap different markets. If that global business leader is from Cyprus, is a Cypriot, the goal is not only to tap Cypriot, but the goal is to tap other nationalities. A world-class business leader. Definitely, this 2021, we'll be building more and more world-class global business leaders in every Sante offices all over the globe. And I'm excited to see our business owners all over the globe achieving big dreams. I'm not only talking about dreams, I'm talking about big dreams. I'm happy to see that there's a lot of business owners right now, okay, who were able to buy or to purchase or to acquire their own house and lots. Could you imagine? Okay, 10, 15 years ago, wala nga sa pangarap natin yung magpatayo ng bahay at lupa. It's always about the money and the cars. But could you imagine, 2020 alone in the middle of pandemic, all right, how many? 40 business owners were able to qualify for our house incentive program. But again, in the next 10 years, I can see that there will be business owners in Sante who will be fulfilling big dreams. When I say big dreams, these are dreams beyond their wildest imagination. Will this happen? Definitely it will, especially to those people watching right now who believes that it will happen. Definitely, in this next 10 years, the world will be the playing field of Sante business owners. Not only for us to travel and have fun, but in order for us to continuously grow our business, inspire people, ultimately achieving our ultimate mission of helping more and more people live a better life. Just remember this, Sante business owners, the world will definitely be our playing field. It's happening right now, and it will be growing in a much greater scale in the coming years. And I know that in the next 10 years, there will be $1,000,000 income earners in Sante. When you talk about the top 10, top 20, or even top 30 business owners of Sante, they're already earning not only millions in peso value, but in millions in US dollars. Will this happen? Definitely it will. It will happen if you believe that it will happen. Sante business owners, I'm excited in the coming years. And when we talk about partnership, it's not only a partnership wherein you're a business owner, you're a distributor of the products of Sante, but we have far more dreams and visions for you, more than just being a business owner. One of our goals is to establish our global presence, building businesses, building offices. Our goal as management, as partners, kami nila, of course, Ate Minette, Eric, we wanted you to be our business partners. When I say business partners, we wanted our business owners, okay, to be business partners of Sante in our global business domination. Meaning, we believe that there will be a point in time wherein we will be inviting some of our business owners to partner with us in future business ventures that we will be doing. I've already discussed this to some of our business owners, and definitely it will happen. All right? Kaya my challenge to you is so simple. Build a strong business right now. Earn residual income. Tapusin nyo na yung basic dreams nyo. Tapusin nyo na kaagad yan. Tapusin nyo na yung kotse, tapusin nyo na yung bahay, tapusin nyo yung education ng mga kids nyo. Tapusin natin yung basic, because what I wanted you to do is to earn more and save more so that when there's a point in time wherein we're now ready to invite you to become our business partners, you have ready money to invest on a possible future business opportunity. Because we wanted to partner with you, not only for the short term, but even for the long term. Sante business owners, again, the reason why we're here right now, it's a product of a vision. The vision of breaking limits upon limits. And we're now doing that, and it's happening. And the good news is, what you are seeing right now, yung na-experience natin ngayon, that's still nothing, because we are just getting started. And of course, the best is yet to come. We are Team Sante, and we are destined for greatness. Thank you for choosing us as your partners in business. We will definitely thrive as one, not only this 2021, but in the years to come. Thank you very much, partners. God bless you all, and have a great evening.
Thank you, Sir Joey. Napakaganda ng mga shinare mo sa amin, ano. Today, the Philippines. Tomorrow will be the rest of the world. So, our visionary, our CEO, is not only, alam mo yon, yung ang dami-dami niyang sinishare sa atin. And sa atin talaga, business partners, all we have to do is to believe. You have to begin to believe and begin by knowing that we already arrived. Nakarating na tayo, di ba? In fact, parati tayong dinadala sa isang magandang opportunity. But sometimes we tend not to believe to those people around us. Thank you very much, Sir Joey, for that. Nakakaiyak-iyak. Nakita ko yung isang comment, sabi niya, naiiyak ako, di ba? Kasi sapol sa bawat salita na tinatapon ng mga speakers natin ngayon. It's really talagang naaano sa ating mga puso.
Teary-eyed ka, Mambing, ha? Kitang-kita namin yung ano.
Oo nga, kasi totoo, di ba? Because walang halong pangbobola because they wanted us to bring us truly the grass is really bitter in Sante Park. Thank you, Sante.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sir Joey, for bringing us to a back to the future tour of the next 10 years of Sante. Feeling ko, Mambing, I was traveling through time, no, in the future. No, seeing the future of Sante in the next 10 years. So, tama talaga yung title na 2021 and beyond. So, grabe yung speechless ako as I see the visions slowly becoming reality, and every time Sir Joey says yung will it happen with 100% conviction, he says it will definitely happen. Goosebumps all the way, no? Pag sinasabi niya talaga na if you are casting doubts in yourself, no, but when your CEO, your leader, your visionaries tells you it will definitely happen, nakakilabo talaga, Mambing, na future natin.
It's really a matter of time. And also, I'd admire, no, sila nga gumagawa ng vision board eh. They still dream and they are not stopped. Hindi sila tumitigil and they are always bringing us into a brighter future talaga. Na tayo or some of our business partners, pag pinapagawa ng simple, alam mo yon, ayaw nila. They tend to ask questions, they tend to doubt, di ba? Pero remember, ito nga di ba, all we have to do is really believe. Alam mo, Ian, na-realize ko yan, in my past FLP days, sabi ko nga ang Philippines that time were number 2 or number 3. And hindi naman sa Pilipinas nanggaling yung product nila, di ba? Yung Forever Living, no? Hindi naman USA ang nag-start ng company na yon. How come the Philippines became number 2 or number 3? Nasa top 10 parate, okay? So Philippines today and tomorrow will be the rest of the world. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much, really, Sir Joey, for your vision. You are definitely our visionary CEO, and wow, lead us even more to 2020 and beyond 2030 siguro. We are all excited to follow you, our leader, our CEO, our beloved Sir Joey Marcelo. Thank you very much for the vision and leadership. Wow, grabe mga kapatid, no? We are just on our third speaker and we still have one speaker left, and this is the clincher, ladies and gentlemen. Really, punong-puno po ng knowledge, ng motivation, ng direction and all. So ladies and gentlemen, let us bring us to you, our fourth speaker. So Mambing, please do the honor.
Okay, so I'd just like to read, no? Kinopya ko lang din. He is a very ambitious person, a young man with a determined streak. He had a hard time starting his own business despite his lucky outlook in life. Until success and opportunity came knocking at his door in the form of Sante Party. So let's all welcome, and I'm very privileged to bring him to this webinar, our Blue Diamond Executive Director, Sante Hall of Famer, and Sante Global Elite, Mr. Leonardo June Atlas. Hi, June! Kompleto, di ba?
Oo. Hi, hello Miss Bing. Maraming salamat sa napakagandang introduction na yon. Bigla akong kinabahan, di ba? Sino bang nagsulat yan? Anyway, maraming salamat and thank you Santé Engage for inviting me. Thank you for having me here. It is such an honor to be sharing the platform with no less than Sir Joey Marcelo, di ba? Ma'am Minette and Sir Enrico. Sino ba namang hindi kakabahan yan? And of course, good evening ladies and gentlemen. Magandang gabi po sa Santé Business Community. Miss Bing, total this is our last day and I believe I am the last speaker. Please allow me to use few minutes of my time to commend, to appreciate all the speakers, di ba, from the kick-off CSEL, di ba? Palakpakan nyo naman guys yung ating mga Santé Elite PH, di ba? Hindi ko na iisa-isayin ang pangalan nila pero thank you for inspiring us. Yung mga speaker ng ating kick-off training, no? Congratulations and thank you to our board of directors, the management, and of course to my fellow global elite, kaya senior partner Joel Luyong and June Francisco. Alam mo, Miss Bing, if you can see me 10 years ago, you wouldn't imagine that I would be sharing the platform with these people. Dahil ang makikita mo sa akin is a trying hard businessman. You're gonna see me as a failure, no? Dahil alam niyo naman yung story ako, di ba? Before joining Sante, ang dami ko pong sinubok na negosyo. I really want to become a successful businessman, pero hindi po madali. I've been experiencing failure after failure. At ang biggest failure ko ata nangyari noong 2010, several months before I was introduced to Sante. So meron po akong negosyong nalugi. Di ba? At itong negosyong ito, when I had to close this down, nabaon pa po ako sa utang. And so nasa mabigat na financial crisis po ako at ang aking sambahayan ng 2010. And I was praying for an opportunity. I was praying to the Lord for an opportunity that will help me feed my family at least 3 times a day. No, I was really looking for an opportunity for survival. Di ba? Paano ba magsusurvive ang aking pamilya? At awa po ng Panginoon, November of 2010, my prayer was answered. Somebody introduced me to Sante and hindi ko po akalain that this business will not just help my family survive, but this business will thrive. This will help me thrive. No, so 2011, I was able to earn my first million in Sante. 2012, I was able to buy my first car in Sante. And kung di ako nagkakamali, parang twice ako nag-qualify for car incentive ng 2012. Di ba? Biruin niyo yun. And then I started traveling the world together with my wife for free because of this opportunity. Fast forward 2021. Naku, very excited po ako kasi parang nagsisimula pa lang talaga kami sa Sante. No? So I was thankful to the Lord for giving me this opportunity. And since Miss Bing, we are talking about thriving, I have chosen the topic. By the way, I'm going to share my slide. I have with me my wife, of course, Sharon, who will be she is the controller in the family. Kaya siya rin ang magko-control ng slide ko. Okay, ready na ba? Okay, by the way, palakpakan nyo naman ng Santé Engage. Hindi ko dapat makalimutan ng Santé Engage. Thank you, Sir Ian, Miss Bing. Thank you to all the people in Santé Engage, headed by Sir Paul Kaluwag, di ba, for sponsoring this event. Maraming salamat. Okay na tayo? Yes. Okay, nandito na. Okay, so again, my topic for tonight is, next slide please. One team, one Santé, thriving as one, in 2021. Pero Ms. Bing, before we even talk about thriving, I would like to talk about several phrases. Hindi ko alam kung familiar kayo sa mga idiomatic expressions na ito, sa mga phrases na ito. Next slide, please. So, Sante community, are you familiar with this? Survival of the fittest. Thank you, Ian. Okay. Law of the jungle, every man for himself. Have you heard of these terms? Diba? Ano bang ibig sabihin nito? When you say survival of the fittest, actually this term could mean a couple of things. Sa science, it could mean the natural selection, di ba? Na yung pinaka-fittest daw, the things that are most fitted in the environment will be the one who will survive. Business, di ba? Sa business, sa corporate world, pag sinabi mong survival of the fittest, Sir Ian, it means a fierce and ruthless competition. That for you to survive in a corporate world, you have to compete. Okay? Yun namang law of the jungle, it's a principle that says those who are strong and apply ruthless self-interest will be most successful. So yung malakas, di ba? Those who will even apply ruthless self-interest, sometimes to the point of being greedy, will be the most successful. Yan namang every man for himself, it means a situation. Normally, we can hear this phrase in a situation where people do not help each other and each person has to take care of himself and himself alone. Sa Tagalog, kanya-kanya.
Jun, may dadagdag ako.
Uy, ano yan?
Oo, Filipino phrase pero bagay din dito.
Ano yan?
Harap mo, linis mo.
Harap mo, linis mo. Tama. Okay. Anyway, nakapaglinis ka na ba ng harapan mo, Sir Ian? Nasa na ba ako? Yung kanya-kanya, di ba? Kanya-kanyang linis. Di ba? Bakuran mo, linisin mo. Ian, what is common among the three? What is common among the three? Number one, they talk about survival. And sometimes a violent struggle for survival. Di ba? They also talk about competition. Kailangan mas magaling ako sa office mate ko. Di ba? Pag hindi na kinaya ng galing, kailangan sisip-sip pa ako para ako yung ma-promote. Di ba? They talk about being selfish. Yan nga, sinasabi ko, minsan kailangan sumipsip ka pa. Di ba? And lastly, for most people, di ba, they are the natural response during crisis. During crisis, ito yan, kanya-kanya tayo. Sasalba ko muna pamilya ko. It's the natural response. But not for Santé business owners, Sir Ian. Di ba? Because in Sante, di ba, gaya ng napatunayan natin itong previous year, during crisis, we do not talk about survival. We talk about thriving. And thanks to the leadership of our CEO, thanks to the leadership of the board of directors, di ba? They opened our mind that during crisis, Sante community, the Sante business owners has this great chance not just of surviving but also of thriving. And when we talk about thriving, Sir Ian, we do not talk about selfishness. We do not talk about being divided. Instead, we talk about unity. We talk about teamwork. We talk about cooperation. As one famous author said, there could be no growth without unity. There could be no thriving without unity. And so, for this evening, dito iikot yung ating discussion. One team, one Sante. Ano bang ibig sabihin nito? What does one team, one Sante means? I'm going to give you three definitions, okay? Ito, conviction ko talaga ito. This is my conviction. Okay, you might argue with me, but this is my conviction. And as long as my conviction is concerned, I know this is true. Number one team, one Sante means doing the business as a team. Not as competitors, not solitarily, okay? Not as each man on his own. Hindi po pwede yung kanya-kanya. Not as each team on their own. No, hindi yung po pwedeng team ko to, team niya yan, kami lang to, exclusive to. When you say one team, one Sante, it means doing the business as a team. Dapat iisa tayo. Now, what does it mean to be a team? Ano ba ibig sabihin na tayo ay isang team? Now, what does team has? Number one, it has one identity. It has one identity. Alam mo Sir Ian, nung inopen up ni Sir Joey yung idea ng one team, one Sante, I can still remember nung inopen up niya to, sabi ko, teka, kakapanalo lang namin ng team of the night. Tapos ngayon tatanggalin yung mga team. Di ba? Gusto ko sana mag-cross ng ng arms ko at tumaas yung kilay ko. Sabi ko, kakapanalo lang namin ng team of the night tapos tatanggalin yung mga team. But then I realized that for us to dominate, for people to really see how big we are, we have to be rallying under one flag. We have to be wearing a same color, speaking the same language, having the same culture. Hindi po pwedeng iba-iba eh. Hindi po pwedeng kanya-kanya. Dapat pag nakita ng tao, iisa kulay natin, lahat tayo berde. We should be speaking the same language. Diba? Kaya yung mga simple terms na ini-introduce sa atin ng Sante Engage, we have to master it. Diba? We have to be practicing the same culture. People must feel our culture. People outside Sante must feel our culture. So, number 2, a team has to collaborate. A team has to collaborate. Sorry yung aking palang yung aking slide hindi na umusad. Okay? So next slide please.
Sabi mo kasi controller eh, kaya hinihintay niya yung cue mo.
Hindi lang pala to controller, ano rin to, follower. Okay, now wag mo na, sumobra naman. So again, doing the business as a team means having one identity, and number 2, collaborating with each other. Organizational unity, Sir Ian, means collaborative community. Naalala ko when Ma'am Mercy invited me, I think that was 3 years ago, to talk during their Power of 2 event sa Bacoor. No, sa Kenny Rogers yun eh. I told them that the power of 2 can only be realized, can only be powerful, can only be really powerful if the 2 will collaborate with each other to create a much bigger force. Okay, they need to collaborate, and I also told them that there are 3 collaborations that we need in our business. Number 1 is the collaboration of time and money if we want to live our dream life. Kaya papansin niyo, laging sinasabi sa atin ng mga tao sa Sante Engage, don't just retail. Kanina narinig ko si Sir Enrico, di ba? Don't just sign up customers. Don't just sign up business partners. Kailangan may retention. Why? Because it is only in having a team that you will enjoy both time and money. And it is only in having time and money that you will enjoy your dream life. Number 2 is the collaboration of the right person and the right opportunity. If you want to become successful in Sante. Sante is already a right opportunity if you want time freedom, financial freedom, but you have to be the right person for this business. And lastly, it's the collaboration of you and of an empowering community. If you want to be the right person, because there will be no transformation if you are alone. Transformation happens in a community. That's why you have to collaborate. That's what doing a business as one team means. Having one identity and collaborating. Number 2, what does it mean when we say one team, one Sante? It means as you can see from your screen, doing the business, following one business plan. Doing the business following one business plan. Last Monday, we heard from Sir Joey, di ba? From the CEO updates, yung business, yung plan ni Sante for this year. Di ba? We should be rallying under that business plan. Every now and then, we are hearing Sir Paul telling us that we should be presenting Sante as a business partnership. Di ba? That the direction for this year is to accelerate our recruitment. That is the plan for this year. And we should be rallying, doing the business following that plan. And then number 3, what does it mean when you say one team, one Sante? It means doing the business towards one common goal. And what is our goal? It's to help people live better lives. Now, Sir Ian, there are at least 3 things that this kind of unity brings that will make us thrive this 2021. June, bakit ba natin kailangan to do the business as a team? Why do we need to do the business following one business plan? Why do we need to do the business towards one common goal? Ano bang kinalaman nito sa thriving? So, I'm gonna give you at least, di ba, 3 things that this kind of unity brings in our business that it will make us thrive. Next slide, please. Okay, thank you. Number 1, duplication. We need to ensure duplication if we want our business to thrive and grow. Kailangan talaga yung duplication. We cannot set it aside. Why? Because that is the nature of our business. That is the design of our business. Diba? Yung business ng network marketing, yung business ng direct selling, the business of Sante is designed to duplicate. It's designed to duplicate. As you can see, that's the reason why Sante Engage is producing so much third-party tools, because that's how you duplicate, by use of third-party tools. That is the reason why Sante Engage is introducing a structured event for us to follow, because we need to duplicate. Our business is designed to duplicate. There can be no thriving without duplication. And the faster the duplication, Sir Ian, the faster the success. Alam mo ba, Sir Ian, how simple it is for you to earn 100,000 in Sante every month residual?
Oh, I want to know.
It's as easy as ABC. Letter A is for you to build a customer base. Letter B, it's for you to build wide fast. And letter C, it's for you to build depth or duplicate. Do you know how simple it is to bring that 100,000 to 500,000?
Yes, tell me more.
It's as easy as ABC. Build customer base, build wide fast, and build depth or duplicate. Do you want to know how to earn 7 figures?
I'm listening.
Build customer base, build wide fast, and build depth. Yes, you need to build customer base. Yes, you need to sign up people, but you also need to duplicate. There can be no thriving without duplication. There can be no residual income. There can be no passive income. There can be no passive residual income without duplication. And when we talk about duplication, there are at least 2 very important things that we need to duplicate. May dalawang bagay. Ano yan? Number 1, we need to duplicate the level of leadership. Mahirap i-duplicate yung tao eh. There was a time in my direct selling career na gusto kong i-duplicate yung upline ko, the way he talks. So may upline ako na medyo bulol. Diba? So ako napapagano na rin. Pero nagtataka ako, sabi ko siguro kaya hindi pa ako kumikita ng milyon kasi hindi ko pa ma-master yung pagiging bulol, di ba? There was even a time, Sir Ian, hindi ko alam kung maaalala mo. Kami, because Ian Pagkanlungan was one of my sponsors in my previous company. Nung nagbag siya ng messenger bag, lahat kami nag-messenger bag. Di ba? Nang lahat kami, nang nag-cellphone siya dito sa kanyang baywang, lahat kami may cellphone sa baywang. Kung anong gawin niya, ginagawa namin. Pero mahirap gayahin yung tao eh. Mahirap gayahin si Ian. But we can always, strive to be at the same level of his leadership. And that's what we want to duplicate, the level of leadership. At yan din yung naririnig ko that our company wants to achieve this year. Yung ma-duplicate yung level of leadership, yung dumami yung mga leaders sa Sante. And of course, number 2, we want to duplicate the success, the result. Di ba? Kung si Sir Gerald ay nag 1.3 sa performance, we want to duplicate that. Di ba? Now, duplication is the result of synchronization. The extent of your duplication is up to the last synchronized person. We have to be synchronized. That's why we have to be doing the business following one business plan. We have to be synchronized sa plano ng kumpanya. We have to be synchronized doon sa mission, vision ng company. Why? Because duplication, again, is the result of synchronization. And how far is the level of duplication? How deep is the level of duplication sa team mo? It's up to the last synchronized person. So kung yung 10th level mo is synchronized pa sa programa ng kumpanya, di ba, sa business plan ng company, sa kultura ng kumpanya, then you are duplicated up to the 10th level. Number 2, what does this kind of unity brings that we need for us to thrive? Durability. It brings durability. It makes our business stronger. It makes our business durable. That's the reason why Sante was able to thrive even during this pandemic. Diba? Why? Because we are united. Our business is durable. We have this kind of unity. Naririnig natin lagi that we are familiar with this saying, united we stand, divided we fall. Sa Bible, in Mark 3, chapter In Mark chapter 3, verse 25, the Bible says, if a house is divided against itself, that house will not be able to stand. If we want to be stronger this year, we have to be more united. And lastly, what does this kind of unity brings? Lastly, domination. Alam mo, sabi ni Sir Joey, we always hear this from Sir Joey. We may not be the biggest, but we are the best. With all due respect, Sir Joey. Andiyan ba Sir Joey?
Yeah.
With all due respect, Sir Joey, I think we have to stop calling ourselves the best. And we have to start saying, we are the biggest and the best. And what happened to us last year is a testament to this. Dati may mga nakikita akong mga posts ng ibang mga, alam mo na, ilang mga company sa newsfeed ko. Ngayon, ang nakikita ko, panay Sante. Diba? We can say that we are the biggest and the best. Honestly, when it comes to number, punuin na nila ang Araneta. Pero tingin ko, paramihan ng kumikitang distributors nasa Sante yan. We have to be united if you want to preserve our gains last 2020. We have gained a lot. Diba? Ang daming pinakita kanina ni Sir Joey, ilan yung mga travel qualifiers, ilan yung mga nakaredeem ng mga bagong sasakyan, ng mga bagong kotse. Those are our gains. Those are God's blessing to us. If we want to preserve those gains, we have to be united. If we want to stay ahead of competition, we need to be united. We just have to choose. Kakainin tayo ng competition or we will be the leader of the competition. If we want to be the leader of the competition, if we want to dominate the competition, then we need to be united. Okay? If I may give an example, I could not think of a better one than the example of Joshua and the wall of Jericho. Just to give you a background, in Joshua chapter 6 verse 3 to 5, or in Joshua chapter 6, you can read the account. Yung Jericho kasi was the city na gustong i-conquer ng Israelites. That was the first city of Canaan that Joshua and the Israelites wanted to dominate. Gusto nilang sakupin. Gusto nilang ano ba sa English yan? They want
conquer.
Okay. Now, so anong ginawa ni Joshua? He sent 2 spies doon sa loob ng walls of Jericho. At pagbalik ng 2 spies, sabi niya, takot sila sa atin. Takot sila sa Diyos natin. God has given us Jericho. And then the Lord gave them an unusual plan. Next slide, please. Here's the account. Andito yung plano. In Joshua chapter 6, verse 3 to 5, see, I have delivered Jericho into your hands, sabi ng Diyos, di ba? Along with its king and its fighting men. March around the city once with all the armed men. Do this for 6 days. Have 7 priests carry trumpets of ram's horns in front of the ark. On the 7th day, march around the city 7 times with the priests blowing the trumpets. When you hear them sound a long blast on the trumpets, have the whole army give a loud shout. Then the wall of the city will collapse and the army will go up, everyone straight in. At yun yung nangyari. Ano yung manonotice natin dito? Number 1, if I am going to summarize this story, I can only think of one word. Yung binanggit ko kanina, synchronization. For them to conquer the walls of Jericho, for them to conquer Jericho, they have to be synchronized. Number 1, they shall surround the city as one team. Diba? Dapat iisa sila. They should be one. Kaya sabi dito, march around the city once with all the armed men. They should be united. They should go there. They should march as one team. Number 2, they have one plan. What is the plan? March around the city once for 6 days with 7 priests carrying trumpets in front of the Ark of the Covenant. On the 7th day, they will march 7 times with the priests blowing the trumpets, and then the whole army will give a loud shout. Iisa yung plano nila. Hindi sinabi ng isang general, hindi, itong mas practical na gawin. Hindi sinabi ng isa, hindi, dapat ganito ang gawin natin. They have one plan. They attack Jericho under one plan, following one plan. And lastly, they have one goal, which is what? To conquer Jericho. Lahat sila synchronized. They were all synchronized. That's the reason why they were able to conquer the city. That's the reason why they were able to dominate the city. Now, the next topic that I would like to discuss is, next slide please, the allies in preserving unity. The allies in preserving unity. We need to preserve this kind of unity. We need to preserve this, yung sinasabi nating one team, one Sante. And I would like to mention at least 5 allies if we want to preserve this unity. Kita na natin to sa Sante eh. We have seen this kind of unity last year. We need to protect it. How can we protect it? How can we preserve it? These are the allies. Number 1, program. The program provides the what to do. And our program this year, according to Sante Engage, is to multiply the business builders. That's the program. What do we need to do? Follow the program. Don't come up with another one. Just follow the program. We have to be synchronized with that program. Number 2, next, system. If the program provides the what to do, the system provides the how to do the program, how to do it. And because system provides the how to do it, a distributor can now avoid the trial and error stage and instead focus on a tried and tested formula for success. Ma-avoid mo na yung trial and error, hindi ka na mag-iimbento. And because you will be avoiding the trial and error stage, it will speed up your attainment of time and financial freedom. It will also ensure duplication, and a system will make the business run even at your absence. So it is important that we preserve the system. It is important that a system is in place. Sabi ni Randy Gage, it is not important what works. What's important is what duplicates. Alam mo ba Sir Ian, kung ano, do you know what works? Strategies work. But not all strategies are duplicable. Diba? Alam mo, maraming distributors tayo, lagi nagtatanong, turuan mo naman kami ng strategy para bumilis. Marami akong alam ng strategy. Ang problema, Sir Ian, not all strategies are duplicable.
Exactly.
In fact, kung gusto mo ng mabilisan, most likely it's not duplicable. Yes, your strategy might work, but your strategy might not be for everybody. Hindi siya duplicable. Do you know what duplicates?
A doable system.
Yes. A one system in place. Not just a doable, but I would like to emphasize one system. We need to have one system. And the good thing, that one system is already in place. System should provide a standard operating procedure. It has to be uniform. If there are multiple systems in place, they produce distractions instead of duplication. Multiple systems will produce distractions. It will produce confusion instead of duplication. Then what do we need to do? Plug into the system. Sante Engage has already provided us a system for success. Ang kailangan mo na lang gawin, i-plug in yung grupo mo. Diba? I-plug in yung grupo mo. Number 3, ally in preserving unity is leadership. If the program tells us what to do, the system tells us how to do it, leaders implement it. Leaders set the example. Diba? Kaya nga, sabi ni Randy Gage, system is sacred. It only has to be changed from the top. Why? Importante yung leadership eh. They are the one who preserve the unity. They are the one who preserve the system by implementing it and by setting an example. Number 4, ally in preserving unity. May oras pa ba ako? More time, Sir Ian, ha? Culture. Culture preserve the team from the assassins of unity. If there are allies in unity, there are also assassins of unity. Daanan natin ng mabilis mamaya. Culture push you to do what is right even if you are forced to do what is wrong. Culture push you to push through when you feel like giving up. Kung meron kang CEO, gaya ni Sir Joey, na no retreat, no surrender. Di ba? Yung kultura na yon, pag ma-embed sa buong Sante community, if you feel like giving up, then that certain culture will push you to push through. Kahit na lobat ka na. Di ba? Even if you feel like giving up. And lastly, the last ally in preserving unity. Next, please. Is the spirit of unity. What is the spirit of unity, Sir Ian? Number 1, the spirit of a team player. And number 2, workable attitude. Pwede bang tingin ka nga sa kaliwa dyan sa Zoom mo? Di ba? May workable attitude ba siya? Mukha ba siyang may workable attitude? You need to have a workable attitude. Now, daanan lang natin ng mabilis to. Alam ko, time na ako. Assassins of unity. Next slide, please. Assassins of unity. Number 1, dumbness or ignorance. Dumbness or ignorance of what? Of the true concept of the business. Yung tingin ng iba sa negosyo natin, pera-pera lang. That is not the true concept of our business. Yung tingin ng iba sa atin, benta-benta lang. Honestly, with all due respect to those who are retailing, who are focused in retailing, that is not the true concept of our business. What else? Ignorance of the team's program, of the company's program. What else? Ignorance of the execution of the program, of the system. Paano ko ba i-implement to? How can I build more business builders this year? And what else? Do you know what is the worst of all ignorance? Is the ignorance that you are ignorant. Yes. Yung nagmamagaling ka, yung akala mo alam mo na lahat pero hindi pa pala. Ayaw mo din ng training. Kasi alam na. No? But sad to say, hindi pa pala. Number 2 is ego. Yes, we have programs in place, we have systems in place, but sometimes this ego, di ba, yung ego natin, this will make us reject the program that is already in place, the system that is already in place. Mas magaling ako kay Sir Ian eh. Mas magaling ako kay Miss Bing eh. Ba't ako susunod sa kanila? Okay. Number 3, agenda. Next slide, please. Number 3, agenda of personal interest. Di ba? Minsan naniniwala ka sa programa, minsan naniniwala ka sa sistema, but you have to do this kind of program. Bakit? May personal na interest ka eh. Okay, and lastly, destructive attitude. Sabi ni Shiv Kara, these are fatalistic attitude. Nakamamatay. Ano yung mga nakamamatay na attitude na yan? Mainipin. Ba't ko susundin yung programa ni Sante? Ang bagal niyan. Mas mabilis tong programa ko. What else? Negative. Diba? Yung mga negative words like, ang hirap naman yan. Ang bagal naman yan. And lastly, yung alienation from the team. Diba? Kaya nga it's important that you are always present during engage Zoom assembly because you should not alienate yourself from the team. Kailangan lagi kang nasa team. Alam mo, if we are not going to avoid these assassins of unity, there is no business to thrive. Because the business, as you can see from your screen, is already dead. Di ba? Now, my talk is about to end, Sir Ian. Saglit na lang, pagbigyan mo na ako. But before it ends, next slide please. But before it ends, I want us to do something. Pagbigyan niyo na ako. This is the last day, this is the last talk of this kick-off training. Pagbigyan niyo na ako. I want us to do something. Number 1, open your cameras. Lahat po kayo. I want to see if you are still here with us. Open your cameras. Number 2, put down your phones or any distractions na meron ka. Baka nagne-Netflix ka sa isang screen, naglalaro ka ng game sa isang gadget. I want you to get rid of the distractions. Then look at me. Listen to me. We're gonna do something.
Jun, would you want to unshare the screen if you want to see everybody? Would that help?
Kailangan ko yung screen. Okay.
Sige.
Pero kita naman ako, di ba?
Yeah.
Kita naman ako. Sir Ian, at the beginning of my introduction, di ba kinuwento ko yung how I was searching for an opportunity that will help me survive and then how God gave me an opportunity that will not only make me survive but also thrive. Naalala niyo yan, di ba? Kinuwento ko kanina. Next slide, please. Can you see this photo? This photo was taken last year after the Salvo 2020. Alam niyo lahat ng mga achievements dyan, these are not all because of hard work. Honestly, these are not all because of grind and grit. A major part of this success is because of a winning community that Sante has given me. When people ask me, bakit Sante, Jun? Bakit Sante ang pinili mo? Ang sabi ko sa kanila, because Sante has touched the 3 timelines of my life. It has affected my present by giving me a running business, by giving me a 4-legged horse business. Pwede ako matulog sa gabi at inaasahan ko na my business is still running. This company has touched my future. It has affected my future. It has given me a sense of security. Why? Because Sante is a thriving business. Pero alam mo, Ian, hindi lang yung present, hindi lang yung future ko ang naapektuhan ng Sante. It has also touched my past. Yes, Sante may not alter my past, but it certainly altered the way I think of my past.
Wow.
Kinuwento ko kanina na isa akong failure na negosyante. Nabaon ako sa utang. If you will see me 10 years ago, hindi ka sasali sa akin. Hindi ka maniniwala sa akin. Ang dami kong failure sa business, may utang pa ako. When I joined Sante, alam yon ng mga nag-sponsor sa akin. Di ba? Alam din yon. May knowledge din ng board of directors tungkol sa karanasan ko. Pero alam nyo, few months after joining, they gave me this award. The most promising award. When they gave this to me, parang sinabi na nila sa akin, June, wala akong pakialam sa nakalipas mo. No, your past no longer matters. Wala akong pakialam sa nakaraan mo. Wala akong pakialam ilang failure, ilang negosyo ang nag-fail sa iyo. Your past no longer matters in this company. Tutulungan ka namin maging successful. Why am I sharing this to you? Listen to me. Malimutan mo man lahat ng sinabi ko kanina. You may forget all the trainings that you have heard from this kick-off trainings. But please, do not forget this. Do not forget this. Do not forget that you are in a community, in a winning community that believes in you. Nasa community ka na naniniwala sa iyo. Sa Sante, your past no longer matter. Hindi ka nakatapos ng pag-aaral, wala kaming pakialam. Marami kang kabiguan sa negosyo, wala kaming pakialam. Baon ka sa utang, wala kaming pakialam. Walang laman ng wallet mo ngayon, wala kaming pakialam. Hindi naniniwala sa iyo ang kapitbahay mo, wala kaming pakialam. Iniwan ka na ng asawa mo kasi tingin niya wala siyang pag-asa sa iyo, wala kaming pakialam. We believe that you can be successful in this business. We believe that whatever we have achieved, whatever this global elite has achieved, you can also achieve them. So I want you to forget every negative things that people are saying about you. Bakit? Because those are lies. You know what is true? This is what is true. Next slide, please. Ito yung totoo. Ito ka. Ito ka. So this is what I want to do before we end this session. I want us to read this. Sabay-sabay tayo. Let us read this all together because this is who you are. Ito ka. Hindi yung sinasabi ng mga tao sa labas. Ito ka. So, Sir Ian, we will be reading this all together at the count of 3. Ready na ba kayo? 1, 2, 3. I declare
this 2021. The battle I have already won. My business is growing, expanding, and thriving.
Because I am blessed
with ability, family, and a Sante community.
I am a dreamer
and a doer. I believe a believer and a builder.
Both a
leader and a team player.
Just like
any world-class Sante business owner.
I am competent. I am committed. I am responsible. We declare therefore
this 2021
we will thrive as one. Alam nyo, the thing about affirmations, guys, kapag hindi ito maramdaman ng katawan mo, it becomes delusion. So, for one more. Diba? One more. This is what we are going to do. You do not have to open your mic. There's no need for you to open your mic. Siguro si Ian na lang, di ba? This is what I want you to do. I want you to say this one more time, but now with feeling. Gusto ko maramdaman ng buong katawan mo. Some of you may, siguro gantong gawin natin. Just close your eyes para hindi ka conscious sa paligid mo. Just close your eyes. Nobody is seeing you right now. Nobody is seeing you right now. Close your eyes, then repeat after me. Okay? Are you ready?
Ready.
And as you say this, I want you to say this at the top of your voice. Di ba? Pwede mong sundan ng mga actions. I want your body to feel it. Ready? I declare this 2021.
I declare this 2021.
The battle I have already won.
The battle I have already won.
My business is growing.
My business is growing.
Expanding and thriving.
Expanding and thriving.
Because I am blessed with ability.
Because I am blessed with ability.
A family.
And
a Sante community.
And a Sante community.
I am a dreamer and a doer.
I am a dreamer and a doer.
A believer and a builder.
A believer and a doer and a builder.
Both a leader and a team player.
Both a leader and a team player.
Just like any world-class Sante business owner.
Just like any world-class Sante business owner.
I am competent.
I am competent.
I am committed.
I am committed.
I am responsible.
I am responsible.
We declare therefore this 2021.
We declare therefore this 2021.
We will thrive as one.
We will thrive as one.
You can open your eyes and pwede bang palakpakan yung sarili niyo? Thank you so much. Thank you, Sir Ian. Thank you, Sante Engage, for having me. Again, this is June Atlas. Thank you for staying in Sante. Thank you for staying this entire seminar. And I believe together we will thrive this 2021.
Wow, I hear the clapping behind you, June, and I can almost hear everybody clapping. Ladies and gentlemen, our Sante Global Elite, how about a big round of applause for Mr. June Atlas? Wow. That was something, no? I didn't expect, June, that in a matter of 40 minutes you could explain to us how important it is to be one. And actually 2020 was really something, no? It made us realize talagang what a win that was, no? Yung 2021, Sir Joey, Ma'am Minette, Ma'am Bing, it was really something. And thank you, June, for making us realize that grabe yung gains nga natin that we really have to hang on to. And the only way we can hang on to all those wins of 2020 is to continue to thrive as one in 2021. So kapit-kapit mga kapatid, kapit-bisig, walang bibitaw. We will win this one again together. Okay, we will win this one again together 2021 and beyond. Ma'am Bing, what a wonderful evening, grabe.
Oh yes. I cannot speak or I cannot hindi ko masabi, no? Words are grabbing my mouth. Hindi ko alam kung anong dapat yung sabihin, kung dapat yung maramdaman. Pero this was really a great night for all of us. A really night of learning, a really night of realizations. No? Talagang this year, 2021, we life as one. And we will do it. Kasi we are a community na nandito talaga. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng supporters and all of you who attended to this event tonight. And meron tayong magandang closing later on. Thank you very much for the time and talent you shared to us. Maraming salamat.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know what? Before we started this evening, along with the other trainings the past few weeks, talagang I really make it a point to pray before, because alam naman, Ma'am Bing, the limitations of all that hindi natin control, no, the technical stuff and all signals and all. But tonight, no, as June kasi was messaging me after niya tech practice, he wanted some time for prayer, and I really took the time also 5 minutes before the show na mag-prayer tayo. We were led by Ma'am Minette. And you know what I really felt, Sir Joey, Sir Paul, everybody, that God is with us tonight. I really sorry if I'm a little. I really felt that we were guided. And thank you, June. No, thank you, June, for that wonderful last piece of the talk. And we really behind that. No, we are indeed going to be one this 2021 and beyond. Wow, just wow. Mambing?
Yes. I know maraming natamaan sa atin, no? Marami. Hindi lang dito nagtatapos ang ating pagsasama at pag-learnings, because in Engage, we always think of a lot of things, no? Possibilities. Another learning, pero nakakatuwa kasi we know, we understand that we are in one group, in one community, one company, na nandun tayo sa mission natin. Tayo parate, nandito, kaakabay natin lahat. So wag na wag tayong bumitaw. Kasi nga, as sinabi ng ating CEO, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
Wow, really, what a wonderful night. Really, indeed, no, if God is with us, who can be against us? Thank you very much, God, for guiding us tonight. To God be the glory, ladies and gentlemen. We are guided. We are definitely going to make it really, really big in the coming years, thanks to our God and our leadership through Sante International, Sir Joey, the board of directors, no, Sir Paul, Ma'am Minette, Sir Eric, Sir Enrico, everybody, our global elites, no. Hats off to you guys, our Sante Elite PH, and the whole leadership of Sante International. We at Sante Engage, we're just here to back you up all the way as we thrive and win as one in 2021 and beyond. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. And as we end, let's all savor the moment of this song from Sir Genriel. Can you please play the music? Mr. Noel Cabangon.
Man ang simula, di ito ang katapusan. Kapag may pangarap ka, di matitina at di susuko hanggang makamit masagana.
Dahil sa Sante, mayroon na akong time and financial freedom ngayon.
Dahil sa Sante, I'm driving my own car now at nakakapag-travel pa ako around the world.
Dahil kay Sante, I achieved my first brand new car at a young age.
Nang dahil sa Sante, nakakuha kami ng car and house incentive.
Anuman ang pagsubok o hamon ng buhay, kaya mong makamit masaganang buhay.
Dahil sa Sante, nagkaroon po ako ng maraming gadget. Nagkaroon po ako ng sarili kong brand new car. Ang kagandahan pa po nito, nagkaroon sa sarili kong brand new house and land.
And dahil sa Sante, nagkaroon ako ng brand new car.
Dahil sa Sante, nabayaran ko ang aming mga utang at ngayon nai-enjoy ang residual income at free travels.
Nang dahil sa Sante, nagkaroon ako ng car, travel, and gadget.
Dahil sa Sante, natupad ang aking pangarap na makapagtapos ng pag-aaral.
Nang dahil kay Sante, I am now living a comfortable life without worrying sa health ng aking pamilya while enjoying my growing business.
Kapag may pangarap ka, alagaan ang sarili at kalusugan hanggang masaganang buhay.
Nang dahil sa Sante, nakabili kami ng bagong sasakyan. Nakapunta sa iba't ibang lugar. At malaki ang naitulong sa amin ngayong panahon ng pandemic.
Dahil sa Sante, unti-unti ko nang nakukuha mga pangarap ko. Big savings, travel.
Dahil sa Sante, unti-unti ko lang nakuha aking mga pangarap. Makapag-travel ng ibang bansa at higit sa lahat, mabigyan ko ng magandang buhay ang aking family.
Dahil sa Sante, nakapagpatayo ako ng bagong bahay.
With Sante, nakuha na namin ang aming pangarap na gadget, sasakyan,
and travel.
Dahil sa Sante, nagkakotse na ako.
Dahil sa Sante, nakabili na ako ng sasakyan, sariling bahay at napag-aaral ko ang aming mga anak sa school na gusto ko.
Kaya mo abutin pangarap mo between. Kaya mo tawirin daan may madilim. Kaya mo abutin pangarap mo between. Kaya mo tawirin daan may madilim. Makakamtan inarasal manalangin sa may kapal.
Sa simple.
Wow, thank you very much, everybody. What a night, really, no? And of course, the Sante Engage team continues on, no? So, to prove our unity, ladies and gentlemen, let us all rally as one on all our trainings. Let me give you a reminder of what's going to happen next week. So, give me a minute so we can share at least what's happening next week, ladies and gentlemen. No, the Thursday webinars doesn't stop because we'll be having our virtual awarding ceremony. Okay, let's all celebrate all the wins of all the Sante distributors. That's next week, January 28th. Okay, that's the virtual awarding ceremony. So let me go back to the SBP. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, SBP on Monday. Sorry, I have to share this. On Monday, will be led by Miss Ivy Gallego presenting the Santé Business presentation. Okay, so I hope 500 of us will still or more join that Monday. Every Tuesdays, of course, we have the Santé Business Owners Orientation. And next week, abangan nyo po, it's us, Sante Management. The Engage team will be bringing to you the Sante Business Owners Orientation, of course, led by Sir Paul Kaluwag, our Managing Director for Philippine Operations, Ma'am Bing, and yours truly. Wednesdays, okay, next week we'll be having Miss Apple Chico and Miss Bing Kalinawan. Digital marketing, reminder, every Thursday still at 3 p.m. Starting January, we'll start it at 7 p.m. prime time. Okay, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Just a few reminders before we finally end this wonderful, blessed evening. So, how do we end this? We're all overwhelmed. Let's win as one, ladies and gentlemen, and to continue to thrive as one in 2021. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Engage team, Sante Management, our visionary leader, our CEO, Sir Joy Marcelo. We love you very much. Grabe. Thank you. That's all. I'll unmute everybody. I'm sure you want to give your thanks to everybody who's spoken tonight. So I'll unmute everyone and you can say your gratitudes now.
Thank you, Sante.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ganda ng ano,
Thank you, Sante.
everyone.
Thank you, Joey. Let's go to
Yes, thank you. Sante International. Protection to the board of directors. Press the Santo Red. Page. Mga officers ng board of directors. Hindi silang pabayaan sa noon.
Thank you po, Sir Joey. Thank you. Thank you, Ma'am.
Ang mayari, ating CEO at Presidente.
Thank you, Sir Joey.
Sir Joey.
Sir Joey. Thank you, Ma'am B.
God bless you all.
Sante family. Thank you, Sir Ian.
Sir Joey.
Kasi Ma'am B. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody. Hindi ko man naintindihan lahat. I'm sure thank you lang naman lahat sa sinasabi niyo. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you po.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Joey.
Your picture, page 2.
Thank you everyone. Tanggal ang
Thank you, Sir Joey.
Bye.